It's that time of the week again, folks.
I don't like numbers. Okay. There's too many numbers in this intro. I quit.
I know. There's too many of them. Far too many.
That white man's being extra racist.
Numbers confuse, scare people.
Give me money.
They're getting smaller. Oh no, the bomb's about to go off. Thumbs up.
Welcome to the Batwoman Show, starring me and two other fat guys.
Oh, wow. Yo,
I got Fat Bin and Chubbin over here.
there you go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with the Primetime Kings. I got my co-host, Fat Whammon and Baron Norman Tag. Been the place to be. Shit. Vigilante will be here in a minute or any minute. So hopefully...
one of those buttons on Fat Woman's outfit just popped off and almost took my ear off.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of impossible wearing headphones.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing well, enjoying your Sunday. Shit, how y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing all right.
There
I
you go.
just dropped a new video, and I dropped a video yesterday, and I dropped the deuce 20 minutes ago.
All right, well.
Okay, what was the most satisfying of the three?
When I took a turd and actually got it in the toilet.
There we go.
Justice for Johnny Whipped Cream.
There you go. There you go. What's going on with you, Baron?
Hey, doing great. Had a great day of streaming yesterday. Raymond Feliciano had his 6-month anniversary with his Dolphin TV, so that was 4.5 hours on there, man. But we had some great people coming in there. Gary Ambrose came in from Doomcox Network and his wife with the bunny care, and even Klobby made an appearance. So it was fun. It was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
that's cool, man.
Yeah, I was the one that brought it down, though.
Yeah, you did. Like Weight Watchers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Shit. Man, so...
Fine, I'll go back to my normal self. Watch me have a gender change without needing legislation. There we go.
Oh, shit.
No, are we talking to somebody that's a doodle now instead of the Bat Whammon Cave?
He fucked me up.
All right, fuck you up.
Switch was so sudden.
I know.
Yes, and all I had to do was tuck my balls in someone else's person.
Hey.
Don't
we
be going
say,
around with a Buffalo Bill.
We say duct tape works wonders.
Duct tape does amazing.
Can you imagine Fat Steven Seagal plodding around there, tucked in there, doing the Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs? I tell you.
Now I know what you masturbate to.
Oh, wow.
You know, you're my secret fetish, Fats.
I'm going to get thin now.
Shit. Yo, Yo, what's up, Punk Waddle? What's going on, Pat S? The longest suffering. How you doing out there? Hopefully everything's good with you. Sentient Dildo, what's going on, my man? Man, got a lot of people out here in the house.
I know.
Shit. Keely Chow, what's going on? Low spec Linux laptop. The lovely Sherry. Zachariah 315. MB Geek, let's talk. Man. Yo, how y'all doing out there, man? Shit.
We got fans when we're this late starting and they're still hanging around. Either we're that good or that they're that desperate.
Let's see what's going on. He said, love to be on the panel with 24/7 Fusion. I'm a bit too high on some good THC.
Well, that's the perfect time to have them on.
There you go, man. Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
I tell you what, Jesse. Yeah, man. MB Geeks, let's talk. Yeah, we're gonna set something up, man. I'll get down with you, man. You a good dude, man. Shit, great to have you here, man. For real, man. It's been a minute. Ain't seen you in maybe about a good month or two, man. But hopefully you good, man. Hopefully everything's good with you. Yo, let me ask y'all something, man.
Internet drama. I'm not in any internet drama.
What the fuck?
Oh, sentient.
Oh, sentient. Oh, yeah. Why would you ever not be high though? Yeah. Shit. Ain't nothing wrong with shit. If you got some good if you on some good shit, enjoy it, man. Shit, that's what's up, man. Hey, let me ask you this, man. I'm out of all the titles and all the little topics that I put in the little DMs, did y'all see anything that was interesting?
Yeah, I saw the new Ironheart. They got the actress finally.
No, I thought they'd been had her.
No, look, I actually shared it. I actually found it. They actually have the first image out.
No. I mean, she might have put out the first image of her, I guess, suited or whatever, or just her like in regular clothes. But as far as like them actually picking the actress,
yeah, this is the armor.
No, I'm just saying. But she's been picked.
Yeah, but have you seen her in the armor?
Do I? You know what?
Sorry. I'm sharing a picture. That's what I was trying to do.
No.
Welcome to Turd Heart.
Ah!
Holy shit. What's up, old man? Holy shit, my man, the old man. Ben.
Come on.
She is never going to live that down. Never.
That or Iron Turd. I don't know which one works.
Iron Turd, that's what's up, man. That's some good shit. That's some good shit.
I wasn't trying to wreck your day.
Nah,
That's
you're
like
good.
That's like Richard Gere and gerbils, and it's going to be Amber Heard with turds. You know, I mean, they're never going to live that down.
Oh yeah, you already know it. Yeah, there'll be some things that some people can't. Shit.
I have to.
But did y'all see anything that was interesting, man?
10 minutes of screen time for Amber Turd and Aquaman 2. I believe the petition to get it removed is up to almost 3 million signatures.
Yeah, because last time I saw it, it had passed 2 million.
Yeah, I think it's maybe it's over 2 million, but yeah.
Yeah.
We lost a great.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald finally passed away.
Say it again?
Ronald McDonald. The clown. Never mind. It's the McDonald's clown. Never mind. Whatever.
What?
No, I'm just messing with you. No, he didn't die. No.
Who died?
I didn't know when the actor did.
Neil Adams.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah, I know about Neil Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I remember when I met his son Joel. You know, he does. He's an artist that does Hank and all the other characters for King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at King of the Hill, you're looking at Joel Adams' work. And it's boy, that was when I met him and I seen Neil. That was back in 2019 over here in Houston. Damn.
Really helped turn around Batman, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, you know, it's funny because right next to me in one of these, I think it might be right here, I have a Neil Adams autographed Green Lantern, Green Arrow comic book.
Oh.
Yeah, no shit. It's just sitting right here next to me. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man. dude. And it's funny because when I got it, it was last year, and I had unboxed it when I started going live last year. Right towards the end of the summer, I started going live for the first time, and I just, yeah, man, I started I whipped that shit out, man. Man, showed a lot of good shit, man, and that was one of them. I think Lord Thoughts probably remembers, man. What's up, Squeaker? Man, it's great to have Squeaker on. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I love me some Squeaker, man.
Of course, as she's saying, we lost Naomi Judd too.
You know what, man? I seen that early this morning.
Mm-hmm. That actually came down when I think, while we're doing the show yesterday at Just Cuz, they broke that in there when we were doing the show.
Yeah, man. That's pretty unfortunate, man. Wow, man. It's crazy because the more you see different things like this happening, the more you see that it's changing of the times, man. Gilbert Godfrey,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
different stuff, man, and it's yeah, man. But the thing that we can do now is appreciate that we had a chance to have them in our lives, enjoy the
mm-hmm.
Their stand-up comedies or their music or whatever these great individuals were that gave us a lot of joy, whether they were actors, musicians, or just different people in society, or however which way they were important to us, man.
Artists, writers,
and everything, man. I mean, yeah, just all that shit included, man. You just don't know, man. People find so much inspiration from just the smallest things, and just to see that, we lived in one of the most influential eras in time, man. I tell you what, man, the stuff that we were able to see, good or bad, man, I tell you what, man, it'll only be just one. I tell you, and hell, tell you what, brothers, we have a hell of a journey ahead of us, man. There's a lot of shit that we got to stand tall to, man, and stand strong, up against, man. And the good thing is we have each other, man, and that's what's most important, man. Shit, man. I'm thankful I'm here with you, Steve, and Baron and Vigilante, along with Pat S and Old Man, Sentient, Squeaker, and everybody else in the chat, man. I mean, there's a lot of people out right now at different cons, different, just out doing some stuff. And this coming week, I'm gonna find some time to celebrate 1K, and I wanted to do it when everybody was back at home.
And I just want to congratulate you on hitting that. It's about time.
Oh man, thank you,
and
man.
It's not on your part. I'm talking about the other people. It's about time that you guys got subscribing to this guy next to me here, because he's fantastic.
Oh, man, thank you, man.
What kept you all?
Shame on y'all, right?
Exactly.
No, man.
I'm kidding.
All right, I appreciate everybody, man. Shit, man. If it wasn't for everybody that believed in me, watched my videos, gave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I don't know, man. It takes so much. It's funny. I can't remember who it was.
Quickly, I want to say congratulations, 24.
Oh, hey, Jesse, man, MB Geeks, let's talk. So, man, thank you, man.
And sadly, I gotta go quickly because I double booked myself tonight.
No, hey, man, hey, Steve, man, thank you, man. The thing is, yeah, you were here, man. So shit.
Yep.
Love you, brother, man, and you don't ever got nothing to apologize for, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, man. We'll catch up, during the week, man. So you take it easy, brother, man.
Chuck Dixon Wednesday.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we still all have to. And we still have to get together and talk about doing that project too.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. We love you, brother.
Thanks for the laugh.
Love you
Love you,
too.
man.
Yeah, you go, man. Peace. There you go, man. Fast
Talking.
Steven, man.
Now we can trash talk.
Yeah, man. Love Steven, man. He's a great guy, man.
He's great.
Fucking,
He's wonderful.
Tell you, man.
I'll honestly sit back and say this: if he likes you, if you've earned his friendship, he is the best friend you could possibly ever have. Honestly,
Yeah,
out there. And
yeah. Steve is. Tell you what, man. When the dust settles, man, on wherever the fuck,
mhm.
whether you love them or hate them, man, there'll only be one Fast Steve, man. And if you had a chance to really know him, yo, Fast Steven is he's a great fucking guy, man.
I mean, before we even did the show, I admired him because I saw his videos and all that. And now, and then working with him is like, I consider it an honor, just like I consider it an honor working with you and Vidge. But
it's yeah, man.
I mean, it was like, wow, I'm working with these people I was watching, and it just blows my mind. Mouse doesn't care, but I do.
No, I mean, shit, man. Working with you, man, and being here with all the folks that are here, man. I mean, dude, believe it or not, man, you guys give me the strength, man, to get up and keep going when I fucking don't want to, man. And it's I tell you, man, sometimes, when it comes to trying to figure out, where you're at in life, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, man, when you sit there and you try to measure yourself up, to what other folks are doing in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, you look at what you're doing and you don't see it don't quite add up. We tend to be hard on ourselves, man. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we can't get past that shit, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I struggle with that shit, man.
But I understand wholeheartedly because I went through almost like a 2-month period here where it was in a massive crash. I mean, a massive crash. It was hard for me to do anything. And of course, I had my doctor's appointment, and they prescribed stuff to help me out. And I'm actually starting to feel better. But the one thing that was a shining beacon for me to get through all this is, no matter how I felt about, do I really want to do my show? Do I have the going? I always wanted to be here because you guys always lift me up. Mm. Sunday fun day. I mean, when I say Sunday fun day, I mean at 5:15, give or take.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you know what? I have a film in there if you want to play it. This is my celebratory for your 1,000th subscriber. If you want to play this.
Are you serious, man?
And this is for you, man. This is for you.
Oh, man. I mean, what the fuck, man? Am I gonna cry in this motherfucker? What's all right, shit. All right, y'all. Let's see what Baron got cooked up for me. Let's do this.
That pretty much sums up how we do things around here.
Yeah. Hey, man, hit that bitch again, man.
You got it. Yo,
that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Shit. It kind of reminds me of, it kind of made me think about Pee Wee Herman, man, when he's getting ready to jump on the bar and do the yeah. It's like having those sporadic little movements or whatever, man. It kind of, but yeah, man, Benny Hill. It's funny. I got like the first 4 seasons on DVD, uncut. Mm-hmm. And actually the first 3, if I'm not mistaken, were in black and white. A lot of people don't know that because they're so used to watching the Benny Hill that's in color. Mm-hmm. That actually, when it first started off, like the first 3-4 seasons were in black and white. That's what I got.
When he was on BBC, definitely they were black and white.
Yeah.
I can't remember if when he went to Thames, I think that's actually when he went to full color.
Right,
When he went to
exactly.
Thames. And of course, if you have the unedited ones, I'm sure you got titties. You got titties on those.
That's what I got. And I'm it's like the first 3-4 seasons, black and white, uncut, unedited. Like it's the real shits, man. Benny Hill. That's why I'm telling y'all, look, physical media is so fucking important when it comes to, look. I was thinking about this. You know how important movies are? Think about this. All right, think about what I got in my hands right now. This
Oh yeah.
this is the regular DVD version. Of course, you get this. You can have it in Blu-ray. If I'm not sure if it's in 4K, maybe it is. By now, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And just think, it took millions of dollars to make this movie. If you go through like pawn shops, just think, look, I go to pawn shops and I get like 20 movies for like $10. I've seen 20 movies for $5. 20 DVDs for $5 fucking dollars. And just think, it took just to make the movie itself, right? It took millions to make it, but you get to own it for like 50 cents or $1. Mm-hmm. Something that it took millions to make. All the special effects, all the cool shit that you enjoy from it. It took millions to make it, and you get to enjoy it just for literally nothing. So, the fact that, a lot of people, they try to be minimalist and, they want to enjoy Fire Sticks. They want to enjoy streaming services or cable companies and all these other things, even Vudu, right? Even when you fucking, let's say, you buy a movie in it and it says, hey, you can get a fucking digital copy, right? Mm-hmm. You can sit there and get the digital copy, but it's up to Sony can still pull it. Even though I paid for this movie, I cashed in with the digital copy, which means I can turn something on and just see it wherever on digital. But if Sony wanted to, they could turn that off. And the digital part of it is something that if they don't want me to see it, I would. They have every right to not show it to me, even though I own it.
Or even worse, go in there and start editing things around there because we have deemed it's not good enough, so we're going to chop out this, chop out that, and
right.
Who knows what else? Which they've done.
Right. So it's one of those things where it's like, when it comes to physical media, whether it's Blu-ray or it's DVD, you got people that are real picky. They don't want to watch it if it's not on Blu-ray. I have a brother that if it's on DVD, he won't watch it. But if it's on Blu-ray, he will. Or 4K, he will. He's like, yo, when you watch Batman on Blu-ray, or if you watch it on 4K, yo, the fucking picture is so clear, you can see the fucking stitching in his clothes. I mean, do I really give a fuck about that? Do I really give a fuck about the stitching of his clothes, or do I want to see Batman whoop some ass? So when it comes to physical media, yeah, some people are sticklers for visual improvement. My whole thing is, if you can see it, if you can watch it, look, you can't put age or time period on what's good. If there's something, look, this is one thing I learned a long time, is that if it's good, it's good. Doesn't matter if it's new or if it's old. And it doesn't matter if something's old, especially to any. Why should it matter if anything's old to somebody if they never seen it before? Like, yo, let's watch this movie. Oh, well, when did it come out? Well, it came out in the 1960s. Is it in color? No, it's in black and white. No, wait, it's old. I mean, people do that for like movies, music.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit where you got folks that never seen anything, never watched anything. Now, there's a difference. There's a difference, whether it's good or it's bad. Now, the thing is, a turd's a turd, regardless if somebody shitted it out 30, 40 years ago, or if it just came out of somebody's ass not just 5 seconds ago. A shit's, shit is shit. So that goes for everything else. Even in reverse. Like if something's good, it's good. You can't put a age or time period or an era. You can't bottle what's fucking awesome, man.
And it's coming to appreciate what was done, what was the evolution of the filmmaking, what inspired people.
Man.
I mean, I don't want to watch anything in black and white. Then you're missing out on Citizen Kane, one of the greatest films ever made. You're also missing out on Chimes of Midnight, also done by Orson Welles, who was the one who invented where you're in the middle of the battlefield and the two armies come and clash right into each other. You wouldn't have those scenes today if it wasn't for Orson Welles and a black and white film done in the day with Chimes of Midnight. Take a look at, I don't want to watch A Forbidden Planet because it's Hokum 50s science fiction. It's like you're missing out some great psychological science fiction as well. Because but it wasn't on the 50s. I don't want to see The Day the Earth Stood Still because it's 1950s. It's like, and it's black and white. It's like, what is wrong with you? Why are you narrowing your scope? Why are you narrowing what you have for enjoyment? And sometimes the films that were done back then that were bad were still fun to watch.
Man.
That's why we got MST3K with the riffing on it. They were so bad they're good enough to riff on and have a good laugh on as you went along with some of those films. And it's kind of hard to, really honestly, it's really hard to riff on films now today because they're so bad that they're bad. You can't do that. But it's supposed to be for fun and enjoyment. Don't be just science fiction. Don't be just superhero. Like you said, you're a big cowboy western fan.
Dude, westerns, bro. Fuck. I got so many westerns, dude. I got a Kevin Sorbo, Peter Fonda, Jesse James western. You know they made a movie together?
I did not know. Kevin Sorbo and Peter Fonda. That must have been an interesting film.
Let's see. It's actually. Let me do this here.
I mean, while he's going and looking back, there's, you think about films like The Untouchables, which are now considered people, that's a 20, 30-year-old film. That film's magnificent. Magnificent. Kevin Costner and Sean Connery and all of them that made that film. Robert De Niro, whether we think about him, he did a great job in it as well. How can you not want to watch something like that? Oh, there we go. Jesse James Lawman, Kevin Sorbo, Peter Fonda. That had to have been late 90s or had to have been late 90s.
Yeah, man. And this is it says 2015.
2015.
Is it
That must
2015?
have been done not that long before he died, Peter Fonda.
Yeah, everything here is in 2015.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, 2015 is True Grit meets 310 to Yuma, Kevin Sorbo, and Peter Fonda. See, so it's like, dude, that's like, man, yeah, I love westerns, man. I got shit that some folks heard of or never seen or didn't even know exists. I mean, but this, you can say that for a lot of movies out there, man. Just because I'm a movie buff doesn't mean I know about everything. So this time to time, even with comic books, man, this time to time, people say, "Hey, have you heard of this comic or did you ever seen this?" I'll be like, "Shit, as much as I love the character, I didn't even know that existed." They're like, "Yeah, well, here you go," and I'm like, "Well, damn, appreciate the information." So, as much as knowledgeable as you can be on a lot of things, doesn't mean you'll know everything that comes out, but that's some of it will be people trying to tell you, "Hey, have you heard of this? Have you seen that?" And the other part will be you just walking in the stores and the pawn shops, Goodwills, thrift stores, and just kind of just seeing what they have on the shelves. And you get to believe it or not, you can't turn to the internet for everything. You got to go out there and really see, what's in these stores, and you'd be surprised what you find. You'll be seeing movies that you haven't seen or haven't TV shows you haven't thought about since you were a fucking kid, and all of a sudden you see it on DVD, man, and it's like for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the,
man.
mo-
I can
and
tell
the
you how
most
many times
important,
I've done that. Huh?
and if you're relying on the streaming services only have a small segment of the films out there that they offer.
Right, right.
Such a small, there's so many things out there that's not available on streaming services. The only way you're going to get it on physical media. Well, I don't want to go out and get physical media. Well, then you're missing out. You really are. It
Yeah, man.
really
I
is
mean,
a.
shit. I mean, this is so much, man. Trust me, with all this shit that's on this wall, I got all kind of different westerns. But not so much of the main ones. It's just I have like a lot of different shit, and you know, as we all know, a lot of good movies are not always the ones that are always highlighted. There were a lot of good movies that weren't Terminator. There were a lot of good movies that weren't The Matrix. There were a lot of good movies that weren't, your best Western. But, it's about, once you get past all the hits that are out there that roll through Hollywood and go, and roll through the theaters, it's what else is out there beyond, what everybody's going to generally like. What can you see beyond that? And that's what it is. When it comes to like westerns, action and horror and sci-fi, and there's so much shit. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that's not always your name brand franchise that everybody's used to checking out. There's a lot of other stuff out there. So, and that's what it is with westerns. Every western is not good. That's what it's like that with every genre of movie. Every action movie is not good. Every horror movie is not the greatest. Every musical is not the best. But fuck, man, and sometimes, to be honest, we try to maximize our time to not watch so much of the fluff or the bullshit in all the genres that we enjoy to see what's a good movie or a bad movie. But we have to take our lumps. We have to put something in, press play, see if it's good, see if it's fucking horrible. But we won't know until we watch it, man.
Well, with the digital stuff that we have going on, again, like I said, there's only such a small segment that's available out there to people, and the mockbuster crap that they're putting out nowadays. We have lost something that we had when we had the video stores out there. We had films that didn't have necessarily a good run the first time about, but they were discovered in the videos. I mean, like Highlander. Highlander didn't do so hot in the theaters, but
Man,
the
yeah, I
moment
know.
people discovered it on VHS back in the day, or Beta,
right,
that the cult following just exploded through there. You had other
right,
stuff that was the lower, like Full Moon Entertainment with Transers and Doll Man and Zone Troopers, stuff like that started a
right,
cult running because these films weren't trying to be mockbusters, but
right.
they were actually trying to do their own films, and they just didn't get the recognition. But they were discovered in a video store, uh,
Exactly. Yeah.
and we've lost that, and a lot of filmmakers have suffered from it. And instead of having smaller, I mean, I was talking with Gary Ambrosia yesterday about that. It's like they want to dump all this money into one film
Right.
when instead, why not parcel it out to smaller budgets of these films with stories and talent and writing to it? And now you're getting the quality instead of just putting one everything in one basket.
Right.
And we've lost that. We had that with the '80s, with the VHS craze
Right.
that came out, and later on with the DVD when the stores started having the DVDs in there. The loss of those stores it has been very devastating on entertainment, in my opinion, and we need them back. I think we really need it back. People need to get off their asses, actually go out to a place, walk through the video store for about 5 hours, trying to decide what they want to get, because it means something now. It's just not something where we're just gonna watch 5 minutes. I don't like it, then we'll just stream another one. It's like,
Yeah.
does this really grab me? And then from that, boom, who knows
You
what
know,
to discover?
I remember like going to the old video stores. It was kind of like it was the thrill of a hunt. It was walking in with my brother, and he's like, "Yo, let's fucking pick a couple movies or whatever." And of course, I was younger, but there was no limit to the fact that, of course, like on the fucking door, it was like 18 and up and all this other shit. But I would walk in with my brother, and I was able to say, "Hey, let me get this, or let me get that, or let me get that," and he would get it, and the person that was like checking us out or whatever for the rental never questioned how old I was, knowing that I was the one fucking going through the aisles picking out the movies or whatever, and some of them were kind of spicy. I didn't give a fuck, man. I was, yeah, man. They had a lot of cool shit. There'll be a lot of things on VHS that will never, ever, ever even see DVD, let alone Blu-ray or 4K. And and I've even said this before, man. You guys get ready, because when 4K gets played out, 8K.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I keep hearing 8K is going to be the next thing.
Right.
A lot of people ain't really even, because 4K hasn't even really planted its feet, firmly in everybody's shits to be the next thing that once DVD and Blu-ray gets fucking wiped out, 4K will be the next best thing going. So when you sat there and you bought Ghostbusters for VHS, and then you bought Ghostbusters Collector's Edition, and or the movie for DVD, and then you bought it again for fucking Blu-ray, and all of a sudden, hey, they just came out with a Ghostbusters another fucking collection, and you got to buy it again on 4K.
Mm-hmm. But I hear actually in Japan they've actually started going 8K in Japan. I hear they've actually started playing around with that. But one of the things about it though is your old DVD sets that we all have, like you were just showing with the Lord of the Rings, the extended versions there and all that.
Right.
They have stuff that they're not putting into these Blu-rays and such anymore, unless they're really uber special movies. That's where you have the commentaries and other stuff, the other extras, and that's why those DVDs are so precious, because you sit down, you watch the film, and you have the director, actor, whatever, writer. They're all making their comments about this, and this is how we originally had planned, and we couldn't do it this way, so it had to go this way. And you just get a wealth of knowledge of those films. And I don't think a lot of these new ones are coming out having it because people aren't interested. It's like I don't want to hear. I just want to watch it. I don't care.
You know, one thing that I noticed that when it came to Blu-ray and going into 4K, some of them are just duplicating. Some of them are duplicating the material
Mhm.
that was already in the special features of your, director's cut
Mhm.
DVD or whatever. But the thing is that they're giving you, in some cases, a higher quality of video, but then they're taking away a lot of the extra content that comes with it.
Mhm. Right.
So it's like when you're sitting there and you're trading in or your like I have brother that brothers that whatever movies they had on DVD, they sold it, got rid of it, traded it in, and for the Blu-ray versions of all this shit. But the thing is, they get the Blu-ray version, but then they lose something in the content. And what it is that what I'm noticing, and I've said this before on live streams, is that they're not giving you everything that your collector's edition or your special DVD edition of your Blu-rays. What they gave you initially, you're not getting it when you're buying them over on your Blu-rays or your 4Ks.
Mhm. And you're certainly not getting them with the streaming.
Right. So, matter
I
of
mean,
fact, on the streaming, they'll cut content and tell you,
Mhm.
here, take that.
Mhm.
So, fuck that.
I mean, I got the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the BBC miniseries on there. The
Yeah.
thing was huge. It had two discs in it. You had the series,
Yeah.
then you had
Yeah.
all the extras on there, including their version of biography where they were talking about Douglas Adams. So you had a whole hour documentary on Douglas Adams along with it. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's a wonderful, wonderful set. I love it.
I heard it just came out on Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken.
I wonder if they have everything.
Yeah, and that's what I don't know. But to be honest, dude, the only reason why someone would want to even really buy Blu-ray is if there was something worth watching that the picture quality was just so much of an enhancement.
Hmm.
But how much of an enhancement are you really getting from DVD to Blu-ray? And then I give you an example: Star Wars.
Hmm.
A lot of people didn't know, and I've said this before, was that with Star Wars, when they sell you 4K Star Wars, you're only getting Blu-ray quality.
Hmm.
Like people have taken 4K Star Wars that they have sold like in the store and put it
Mhm.
side by side with a Blu-ray Star Wars. It'd be the same movie, same clip, running side by side, and it'd be the exact same shit.
Hmm.
The only way you get the enhanced actual 4K quality is when you're watching it on Disney Plus. But see, the thing is, when you're watching on Disney Plus and they're selling you 4K quality, that same 4K quality is what you're supposed to be receiving when you buy it on 4K.
Right.
But that's not what you're getting. So at that point, when you have people that have sat there and have done the side by side comparisons, what do you say?
Well, it's even more than that. People were doing side by side comparisons with the Star Trek films, going from DVD to Blu-ray to the 4K, and they're having scenes alongside, and they're starting to find scenes have been clipped, or they change angles. It's not exactly the way it was originally. It's like they're pulling out other aspects of the film, and it's not the same film. Things get changed out. Pacing gets changed out. It's like someone goes in there and goes, "Oh, I'm going to change some stuff around in here, and you're going to like it whether you like it or not." And some huge differences sometimes to pivotal scenes that they had in the Star Trek film, like Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3, all that. I mean,
Right.
obviously, there's huge differences with Star Trek the Motion Picture, but that film was needing to get finished as it was. It was an unfinished film.
Right.
But when you have a finished film, you don't need to do that. Unless you actually do have a director's edition where the director goes in, I want these scenes put back in. And that's the director himself doing it.
Right.
That's the guy who did the film. It's like, okay, now it's better, which of course the director edition of Star Trek 2 was better. They took a good film, made it better that way. But when they don't get their fingers in there and they're just messing around, it's like, why? Just it's definitive the way it is. Just do the proper transfer.
Right.
No, we got to mess around with it. That's why it's like I will never buy another Star Wars film. About the only way,
That's to buy Star Wars.
The only way you're going to get me to buy another Star Wars film is if they do release the original trilogy cleaned up. Literally, legitimately cleaned up,
remastered. Right.
And it's the same film. They don't know none of the remaster stuff they put in there or anything is how you saw it in 77, 80, and 83.
Right.
And of course, I do have Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back when they did the double sets. And it's like, people, it's like this, but it's like, at least we got it.
You mean the ones that before they got bought out by Disney?
Oh yeah, long before Disney. Yeah, they did the release where they had the special edition and they had the regular one. There was a 2-disc set. I need to get my hands on Return of the Jedi now, the version of that one. But
yeah, I got it. I got to buy some more of those. Yeah.
I mean, if you have more than one of the double set Return to the Jedi with the original Return to the Jedi, let's talk. I want to buy it from you.
Yeah, actually, I'll look it up and see what's the cheapest price I can. I'll hit you up, man.
That'd be great because that's the only way I want to watch those. I don't want to watch.
Yeah, me too, man.
And I'm very happy to have that. And it's like I can see what George was doing. It's his film, it's his legacy, but a lot of stuff was not necessary. And then now Disney's involved, and now they're changing what George did in those films. And then of course the other crap that they're adding in there is like, no, I'll never buy. I won't buy. But the closest I'll buy is the Star Trek the Motion Picture. The final, like they say, the 4K where everything's finally finished.
Right.
Yeah.
You want this newest one? Yeah, actually, I think I would. I think I would pick up this last version. But see, then it goes back to how many times you're going to sit there and buy something. And I know you want to see it in his best, but I think the first Star Trek movie does deserve. And if there was any other Star Trek movie besides the first one, would be The Wrath of Khan. I think those two do deserve the highest quality. And then the rest of them, I mean, not to say that they don't deserve it, but it's like, I mean, the search for Spock was something a little different too, but I would have to say those first two, I could see him getting the highest treatment of like remastering and cleaning up the picture and everything else. But then but again, how many times are you gonna sit there and rebuy shit, man? And that's kind of like fuck. From DVD to Blu-ray, and then
come on, man. Like I said, the only reason for Star Trek the Motion Picture is because they finally completed it after 40 years.
Right.
Where they, finishing up the special effects, cleaning up the special effects that were bad, that they weren't able to finish when they did the film because, it was an unfinished film. I'm happy with the copy of Star Trek 2 I got, and 3, 4, 5, 6. I got good copies on DVD. Right. I don't need anything more. I mean, put some money into Star Trek 5 and make it a better film. Oh, there is a mysterious stranger in the back room. Who could it possibly be?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Am I too loud? Just loud enough? How do I sound?
You sound kind of low, brother.
Do I sound low? Loud on this end.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah.
You sound a little muffled.
Okay. Well, here's the problem. I'm actually holding the microphone. I couldn't.
That's
find
what's
my
up,
stand.
man. Yup. You like you doing the old school style.
Yeah. I was trying to. It sounds so loud on this end. I don't know why it's so low, but it looks low. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I've been having technical issues, and I'm unpacking. I'm trying to use the actual setup that I use to do it instead of my iPad, and it just
Right.
the sound's not coming out right.
Sorry, man. Great to have you here, man. James Guy.
Yeah.
How's it going, brother? Great to have you
Everything
here,
good.
man. Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hopefully, everything's going good with you and your family, man. Thank you, man, for being here, man. Pops, what's going on, Pops? Yeah, matter of fact, me and Pops, man, I'm gonna be on his channel sometime on Wednesday, man.
Oh, cool. That sound any
Yeah,
better
yeah.
now?
Huh?
That sound any better now?
No, you sound like you just pulled the duct tape off of you, man.
I cannot. Okay, I can't turn the mic up any louder.
Yo,
See, he's too busy patrolling the streets at night,
Yo.
protecting you all as the
yeah,
mysterious-
vigilante just.
I mean, look at him in action there in that icon.
I'm having bad technical issues. I'm hoping I can even stay on because this is getting really bad. I'm not sure what's going on.
Man, so how's shit? So I guess you already got your shits, huh?
Yeah, I got my stuff. I've been slow in unpacking it, and I
Right,
don't have
right.
everything unpacked. But I thought everything would be good even without a stand. But I don't know if I got a connection wrong, and this is a janky. Like, I built my own PC, but I mean, this has been an experience. I mean, this is not the first time I built one, but there's been so much jank. So, yeah, static did eat me. And hell, James got Gype. Hell, Central Dildo, Pops, everybody else.
There you go. Yup.
Sorry if I thought this would be an improvement from the iPad, but it's still can't win for losing. Can't win for losing.
There you go. Shit, man. But glad to have you here, man.
Yeah, same here.
Missed you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, I fucking miss all y'all, man. You know, fucking
Yeah,
Steve.
How are you doing, man?
Yeah, Steve. He was on a little earlier, man. When we first, came on for like the first probably like 15 minutes. But he said that he had to bail. He was like, he apologized. He said that he double booked himself.
Yeah.
And then I told
The
him, I was
fat-
like, yo, man. Yeah, I was like, don't even worry about it, man. Just go ahead and do your thing. Keely Chow, what's going on, brother? Yeah, man. So yeah, since you.
Like 24/7, you just made 10,000. Congratulations. Well, this is
Yeah,
the
man.
last
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. It's been
Congrats.
yeah, it's been rough, man. I know I'm gonna sometime this week definitely doing the 1K celebration. And the only time I'll be celebrating like no bullshit is when I add an extra 0 to the subscriptions, bro. Other than that, I ain't gonna be like, yo, I got 2,000 celebration, 3,000 celebration. I ain't doing it like that, bro. Like that. If I get to 1,000, I celebrate again at 10,000, celebrate again at 100, that kind of shit. I might even do, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, celebrating, man. It's those things are important, when you celebrating your accomplishments, man. But the way YouTube is, like every turn could be an accomplishment, man. From like 2,000 to 3,000 to 4,000. It's like I don't want to do it like that, man. I've seen a lot of people do that shit. I just fuck that, man. So when I do celebrate, it'll be worth it, man. That I don't be trying to celebrate every fucking 5 minutes, man.
Yeah, I did for a little bit. Do I sound any better? Still the same?
A little better. I think
Okay.
a little better.
Okay, I live with it. But man, congratulations! I said this even when you were like around 100, like man, you should have, because you're one of the hardest working YouTubers, and you cover everything. You cover stuff that I'm hearing about it from you, and man, you should have so many more subs. But congratulations on the amount of subs you have. Like
Thank you, man.
It's good to have the mentality because you is gonna get to 10,000, 100,000, hopefully 1 million, hopefully 10
Right.
million. Shit.
Thank you, man.
Right.
But, like,
Are
yeah.
you at the point right now to be able to do your own little emojis?
Nah, hell, I think, man, I got to be on fucking Fat Stevens level to fucking do that shit.
Ah,
I think if you apply for what you call it, if you apply for monetization and you get monetization, I think you get it. It may not be immediate, but I
Right.
think you can get it. You know, in the thousands. 1,000 between 1 and 2. Because I'm pretty sure Matt has it. He has the Romanian flag and shit. So yeah, you can get it.
Yeah, I mean, I know I talked to I appreciate it, Zach Rod, man. Thank you, man. I know I talked to Stone Loki. He's at a con right now with Echo Base Network.
Oh really?
And yeah, a bunch of other folks. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, in Alabama, they have a con out there right now, and that's where they're
Tennessee, I think.
in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Okay.
they're out there. Yeah, I know they're somewhere in the South, man, fucking doing it up. So they're out there meeting. Yeah, they're out there meeting a lot of their subscribers, man. I heard they're having a fucking hell of a good time. Having yeah, man. It's like, I'll be honest with you, man. It must be nice, man, when you can walk into a spot, man, and folks want to meet you, man, and just
Yeah, I still want to meet you. The problem is,
shake your hand, hey, bro, how's it going, and just, it's crazy. It's like, a lot of people are. The last 2 years, bro, like no shit, man. A lot of people have been scared, man. And then it's like, dude, all we have are each other, man. I mean, look, it's like whether it's us or other people, until the day you die, you're always gonna be around some fucking body, man.
Mhm.
And even if you're a fucking hermit, you gotta go somewhere and see somebody to pick up some fucking food from fucking somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, you can't do nothing by yourself. You'll never be alone, man.
Mhm.
So it's like shit. Human interaction, man, and getting around people, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, this fucking beer bug, man, this Kovacs, it put a stigma on, giving a motherfucker a bro hug or shaking somebody's hand because you think you're gonna have the fucking cooties, man. I'm kind of sick of that shit, bro. I'm tired of fucking fist pumps or motherfucking give me an elbow. Like that shit is whack as fuck nowadays, man. I'm kind of sick of that shit, man.
But not like this. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, you got random people that you don't fist bump, trying to fist bump. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But, man, that's part of the reason I moved to Texas. People still wearing
What's
masks
up,
and
man?
shit. Yeah, you might do one of those quick ones. Like if you hooping real quick, a little fist bump, get back on defense type shit. But not just like, hey, I'm not gonna shake your hand and shit because I'm scared of getting cooties. It's like, nah, man.
Yeah.
That's no way to live. That's not how we meant to live.
No.
Yeah, man. I mean, because
We're social.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I said we're social creatures.
Right.
We're in packs. We like to be together. As for camaraderie, for protection, for friendship, support. I mean, we to separate us is slowly killing us. We're not made for that. We're
Putting
made
this
to
in
be
the MK
together.
Ultra program. I shouldn't say that. You just got 1,000. I'm sorry.
And I'm be real, man. Look, I'm not taking light of anything. I know there's shit out there that's real, and I know that there's shit that'll fucking. I don't know how it works. If you breathe it in the wrong way, touch the wrong thing, cough, on a motherfucker, or a motherfucker cough on you. I mean, it's whatever the fuck it is, man. There's something out there. It's been fucking leveling people left and right in different ways. Some people get it, some people don't. Whatever the fuck it is what it is. But the thing is, man, dude, I'm not gonna sit there, man, for the rest of my life, living like how, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but from the origins of where this bullshit it came from, even before this shit dropped 2 years ago and fucking plagued up everything. What they've been doing out there? They've been wearing fucking. They've been masked up for years now over there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we over here with this shit. I'm telling you, man, I'm just sick of that shit, dog. So look, when you see me, look, I know in October, Loki has a con over in it's either Austin or Dallas.
Okay.
Valhalla Con. dog, I'm going, man.
I'm going.
Anybody that's gonna be around in Houston, you know, in Texas or whatever, dude, it's in October. Dog, I'm going, man. It's gonna be like my first con that I've ever gone to that's like YouTube related. I only been to one other one, and that's why I see Neil Adams. You know what I'm saying? From last time 2019 in Houston, man, at a Comic-Con out here in Houston, man. Me and my daughter went, and I see Neil Adams. Hate that he just passed away the other day, man. But you know, yeah, man, it's dog. I want to go, man. I want to see some of the subscribers and people that, you know, that I interact with on Twitter and on YouTube, man. This shit's important to me, man. I gives a fuck, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't care. I do care, man. You know, and you know, like Vigilante just moved into town and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to kick it with Vigilante. I've been having a great time kicking it with Loki. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of other people out here, man. And you know, in due time, you know, everything will happen. But fuck, man. Dude, I want to see people, man. I'm tired of being locked up, man, and not being able to do shit, man, and being masked up and, you know, with that old funky ass shit, man. I'm tired of that shit, man.
I'm probably going to have to come down that way too. I mean, for crying out loud,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
wrong with
man.
having a road trip and party it out and see who survives.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Robert Pearson, man, thank you, man. Uber, congratulations on the 1K subs, my man. Thank you, man. Totally and absolutely deserved, man. Robert Pearson, man, thank you, man. Shit, you know it's funny, man. When I go through and I be thinking about Robert Pearson, man, and you know when I'm like dropping videos, and I'll sit there and I'll be like, you know, to share, like, let me, you know, I just dropped the video. Come check out my video. I'll send one to Robert Pearson, and every time I drop one to Robert, I gotta drop one to Jeff Pearson. And it's like, to me, they're both like fucking twin brothers. They don't even fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's Low Spec Landing's laptop, man. Jeff Pearson, man. So it's like you got a Jeff Pearson, you got a Robert Pearson. Both last names are the same. One white, one black. Shit. Yeah, man. Good shit, man. It's like it's like it's funny because if they ever look at each other's names, every time they look at when I drop a math text, they're both right next to each other, man. And it's funny because they even like their Twitter handle is damn near similar. Yeah, and they don't even know each other from shit. It's funny, man. Like,
That's crazy.
Brothers from another mother. That's where
there you go, man. Both great guys, man. So that's, I don't know, man. I don't know why the fuck I said all that, but it is what it is, right?
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool, man. I understand it, man. I understand, man. This being cooped up shit for years now. You know, this ain't just 14 days to stop the spread. It's more like 36, 37 months or whatever, 28 months to, you know, demolish the psychology of humanity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay,
Right.
we gotta live. You know, we gotta be humans. We gotta human.
Yeah, man.
And that's hard for me. You know, I'm not the best at it. Naturally, I didn't need a pandemic to fuck up my social skills. They were already sufficiently fucked up by the previous 30 some odd years. And so yeah, you add this to it. It's like, oh man, I got an extra hump to go over, which a lot of people do. But I'm with you, man. Part of me moving to Houston was to like, okay, there's a lot more stuff to do to Houston. All respect to Charlotte. It's
There you
cool
go.
stuff to do in Charlotte. But
Yeah,
you know,
it's
Texas. It's like I can move. You know what I mean?
right.
Go ahead.
Damn.
I'll cut you off.
No, I'm just sitting there looking, man. It's like Rob Pearson. He says, "Apologies for the spelling. Been drinking a little." You know what, man? I hit 1K. No bullshit. I haven't celebrated anything, man. I just been kind of just chilling, man.
Yeah.
I've taken 2 shots, man. That's not even, dude. Come on, man. That ain't shit. But I feel, but it's the first time that I've done anything, man, and I'm just kind of like just chilling. You know, I ain't trying to get all fucking plastered. But this is like the closest to celebrating that I've done, man. So look, it's I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, there you go, man. Robert Pearson says, "Damn, looks like I got me a chromatic twin, LOL." And then look, and it's funny because you got Low Spec Linux laptop. Oh shit. He was like, brother from another mother. Yeah. Hey. And it's funny because if you both look each other up, man, dog, the Twitter handles are like it's like they have R. Pearson and he puts Jeff Pearson and then they have a bunch of numbers. They have like almost the same amount of numbers with their names, man. And it's like if they ever look back a couple weeks, man, that fucking tagged them both, man. It's good to see them both on at the same time. Shit, that's what's up, man. Yo, let me ask something, Vigilante, man. How you enjoying Houston, man, so far, man?
I'm enjoying it. I like it, man. I like it. I haven't actually really explored Houston proper that much because the Vigilante Mobile's not necessarily registered. But
right.
I'm still exploring the local area. I'm finally getting my stuff because I know there's like an inspection. So just got tires.
So let me let me ask you what side of H-Town you on?
I guess it would be considered super northwest. Emphasis on the west. I'll tell you the actual city like off air or something. But
is it city?
Yeah, it's not. I'm not actually in Houston.
Oh, okay. You on the outskirts somewhere.
Yeah, in the burbs.
Oh, I see.
I can't handle the slab. It's too.
Okay. I got you. All right. That's
in the
like,
secret Vigilante cave.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Damn. Yeah, I see you tucked away somewhere out there.
Yeah. Where people least expect it.
Mm-hmm. No one will know where he comes from.
Yeah.
He'll swoop down, he'll strike, and he'll return to the cave.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's been shit. I know, like this week, man, it's been a little different, man. I know, bro. Hit 1K. It's funny, man. The first person that's telling me congratulations was Pat S. It's funny because what Pat S don't know is like before he was the first person to say congratulations, I already hit like 1K for like 2 days. So I was like, I wonder who'll say congratulations first, and it was him like 2 days later. But I took pictures when it went to like 1,000. I took pictures and shit. Yeah, I took like, but it was like I was like, I wonder who would say congratulations first, man. It was him like 2 days later after the fact. So I was like, well, when you trying to hit 1K, of course people are just doing their own thing. Ain't nobody looking to see if you're gonna hit it. Everybody trying to get to their own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like
until recently because I just hadn't noticed. I knew you were close. I knew you were dangerously close. When did you hit it? What day?
It was like last Wednesday, man.
Last Wednesday? So you've been at it for a minute then.
Right, yeah.
Oh man. I didn't know this. I'm watching some of the recent videos too. So I just didn't.
Cynthia Dildo called him Fancy Williamson.
Fancy Williamson.
He's a Houston Astros fan now.
I still got my Tiger stuff. I just got a new Tigers hat. But
Fancy Williamson. Damn, these guys just caught you a new nickname in this.
It ain't that fancy. It's just it's cool. It's cool. I'm still around.
You got your puppy down there yet?
He'll be here this week.
Great.
This week. Yeah, that was a whole thing because Mom Jelani almost kidnapped him, but that's been averted. So.
Oh, Mom's bringing him down.
No, I hired a service, but Mom was gonna just keep him. I'm like, oh no.
Oh shit, yeah.
He's a sweet pup.
Like either get him or he gets kept.
Yeah. So
I feel
it's
you.
cool. So I'm still, like I said, still unpacking. Hopefully, I'll have it where I'm not having to hold the microphone. Don't take that out of context. Pause.
Hey man, did you ever get a chance to eat you on some authentic fajitas and shit like that?
I have not yet. I have to.
Man.
Dude, yeah, man. Man, we got to see.
I would. First things I would have done would have hit those authentic Mexican fajita,
Yeah,
burrito,
exactly,
taco
man.
place,
Yeah.
blow out the toilet the next day, and
Right.
that's the first thing I would do.
Yeah, I actually, man, yeah. I mean, when you can, folk, at least just when you buy somewhere where you can get some real fucking,
Yeah,
fajita chicken, a good fajita plate for one is about maybe $10, $11. For two, maybe $25. Comes
That's
with like
not bad.
guacamole. Comes with your choice of like flour or corn tortilla. Of course, you have a choice of either all beef, all chicken. They might charge you like an extra $1 or $2 if you want beef, chicken, and shrimp. Some people want the all three. Of course, you got your salsa. Man, dude, just so much, dog. And then of course, you get your chips and your salsa to begin with, and then I guess it all depends if you're having like appetizers. You get your man, they got all kind of shit. You like call those quesadillas?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you never had a quesadilla, Vigilante?
Honestly, though, I'm not. This one's
Holy shit!
I'm not.
Oh,
Big
man.
into Mexican food. I know it's like crazy to be in Texas and not be that big into it.
Oh, yo, look. All right, look. This is what it is. It's like a flour tortilla, right? That's like it's kind of cooked. And then what they do is they'll put like cheese, then they'll put meat. They might put like a little bit of salsa in between. They'll put some more cheese, and then put another tortilla on the top. And what they do is it's kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich, but instead of the grilled cheese, they have the tortilla, and they'll have the meat in the middle, and the tortilla is cooked up. And then when you bite in that motherfucker, the cheese is like, holy shit!
Oh,
I'm telling you, dude. And then you have your choice of either having chicken or beef or shrimp. Yeah, don't do.
See what
Yeah,
happens?
don't do pork, man. Don't do pork, man.
I'll fuck with pork anyway. I mean, outside every now and again getting pizza, but then that fucks me up.
I mean,
I basically just trying to only eat chicken as far as meat. I know that's stereotypical, but it's also it could be worse.
like shit, hold it for the holes.
Yeah, I don't have to fuck with it.
I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of good shit out here, man. And they have a lot of fusion restaurants out here too, man. I'm not sure if you're cool on that, man. They got a Mexican fusion called El Rey's, where it's Mexican and Cuban.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, El Rey's. So it's a Mexican and Cuban fusion restaurant. They got shit like that out here, man. So it's a melting pot out here, man. I mean,
Will you tell
And of
us
course-
we don't put, I know I've only been in Houston a month, but I know they don't put chicken and sherm and fry it in lean oil.
you put chicken in what?
Chicken and sherm. You don't sherm
Man,
and then fry it
dude.
in lean oil.
Man, you know what sherm is?
What do you use Zan toppings to cinch your dildo? Is that what?
Nah.
What's gonna happen?
Nah, sherm. Dude, look, man. Look, sherm is embalming fluid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's they call that fry out here in
Okay.
Houston, man. So it's like and what they do is they would dip weed in that bitch
Yeah.
and just and roll it like in a little joint or in a blunt, and you'll hit that motherfucker. Yeah, it'll make you feel like you Superman, make you think you can jump off a 3-story building and hit the ground running.
This shit
I'm telling you, dog. Dude,
Yeah,
I seen motherfuckers have.
doing that.
Dude, I seen motherfuckers hit that shit and have like superhuman strength in this motherfucker, dog. If you don't believe me, man, look up Sherman and what that's like PCP. See what that motherfucker can do to you, dog. That shit'll have you, dog, leaping tall buildings in a single bound out in this bitch. I'm telling you, dog. I
don't want to fuck with that shit. That's why I never fuck with that shit.
But that was the thing. But see, that was the thing that was going on. That was a big drug out here in Houston back in like the early 90s. And what happened was people started seeing what that shit was doing to folks. And as you got older, you just kind of knew like, yo, if I keep smoking this bitch, like I knew I had homeboys smoking that bitch every day. And what it would do, it would slow down your functions, your motor functions. So instead of when you see somebody, you be like, hey, what's up, dog? What's up? after you got through smoking that bitch and you talk to somebody, you be like, hey, what's up, dog? What's good, man? Hey, what's up? Let's go hang out, dog.
It's
And then the thing is, when you have people smoking that shit, bro, and they smoked it for years, what happened was when you started seeing motherfuckers that stopped smoking. When they stopped smoking it, they couldn't. It's like they called it getting stuck. And what it was, it's like even when they wasn't smoking that shit, they would talk like this, dog. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, guy, what's good, dog? It's like they couldn't get themselves out of that mode, and it was like, fuck. If you keep smoking this shit, you're gonna turn up like this, motherfucker. And you know what? There's so many people. If you from Houston and you know somebody that smoked, they called it fried. They called it wet. You know, it's Sherm, PCP, whatever the fuck you called it. If you know somebody that smoked it, he smoked it for a long time, you would know that it would give them like the slurred reaction and the slurred talking. And the thing is, and I know people that smoked it for years, and people still alive now. But the thing is, when you talk to them, they sound like the way when you smoke. They sound like when they smoked it, fucking.
That's
back
crazy.
in the 90s, and it's like, dude, dog, if you was a person that fucked with it, man, you dodged the bullet if you didn't turn out like that, dog. And it was addictive, dog, because it made you feel like you can fucking lift a car, that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So-
I didn't know its effects because I didn't really. I knew somebody actually. It was a homie out of Cleveland. He was trying to sell that shit. I was like, you on your own with that shit, bro.
Yeah, because it's a formaldehyde mixed with like a whole bunch of other chemicals. Like
You know what I mean? I was like,
So-
what the fuck?
So
And that was the thing. They called it wet, and I was like, nah, man. And I wasn't even smoking at the time, so I was just like, totally.
man,
Nah,
dog, your ass would have been floating, boy. I'll tell you.
You
So Vigilante? Vigilante, keep your chicken with 11 herbs. Don't add that extra 12th one.
Yeah, I tell you, dog. I mean, you'd seen him, dog. He'd have been. Red Bull wouldn't have had shit on him, growing wings and everything. Getting the fuck up out of there, dude. You'd have been out of there, brother.
But hey, you say that. You know, it's people that's cooking with just weed. I don't understand that. Like, nah, I'm not about to just batter some chicken and some weed. Are you crazy? That sounds crazy as shit.
Nah, I wouldn't fucking. But you know, the thing is, I mean, it all depends if it's a motherfucker that's cooking with weed. Now, if you talking about battering some weed, you know, in some chicken, and then you cooking the weed with the chicken, and you got some chicken weed, I might eat that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying. Just think about you have some batter, but it's hemp laced or it's weed laced, and you dip in your chicken and you eat the chicken and you high as shit. Hey, nah, think about it. You know what, dog? TM. You never know, dog.
I'm like, and then you just hit 1,000. I want to. These people are talking about cooking chicken and sherm. Nope. When you go let these guys, let them go nowhere.
So we take the chicken, make sure it's properly thawed out, and of course we put it into the milk batter. We grab the sherm and make sure we have that added along there before we put the first initial breading on.
You know,
and then
it's,
once
it's fucked up. Yeah, you got Pat Ed sent some shit like sprinkle some angel dust in your weed, makes you strong like Popeye strong. Yeah, that's your spinach, huh?
wow,
man.
seeing colors, man.
You smoke that shit, be like, whoa.
You'll be high as shit.
Oh shit. So Sentient was like, okay, I'm moving to Houston and opened up my Sherm chicken spot. Yep, I see you, man. I ain't mad at you, dog. Do that drug.
Come down to Sherman's fried chicken. You'll feel wonderful afterwards.
No speculating laptop right, cooking with weed. You gotta not get it too hot. Yeah, because you can cook the THC and the goodness out the fucking Yeah, you gotta watch what you're doing when you're cooking because it's the same like anything. Like, look, if let's say if you steam vegetables, right? If you over steam vegetables, you cook all the nutrients out of it. Same like a steak. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Now, a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people wouldn't even agree. Now, when it comes to a steak, right? A steak is like a pizza. When you ask people how they like their steaks, you know, you'd be surprised when you ask somebody, how you like your pizza. You know, some people, if you say some shit like pineapples and this and that, you got people looking at you like you lost your shit. Now, when it comes to a steak, me personally, I prefer mine like rare, medium rare. And people are like, well, how the fuck can you enjoy like that? It's bloody, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, it's like, if you like your steak well cooked, well, the whole point of it is at the point nutrition wise, the steak doesn't do you any justice, because when you eat a steak that's well done, you have basically cooked all the nutrients out of the steak. So at that point, you're just eating a husk of meat with no nutritional value. It'll get you full, but it won't do shit for you.
And even then, it's not bloody. The blood's already out. It's just the moisture with the color of the meat that makes that color.
Right.
It's not blood.
And see, now the thing is, the reason why then people would say, well, what's the point of you eating a steak like that, rare, medium rare? But this is what it is. When a lion kills anything, right, eats it, doesn't matter what the fuck it is, they eat it as soon as they kill it. They're basically, the animal is getting eaten. You're getting the most nutrients out of the animal when you eat it when it's first killed. And of course, we can't, we're not going to eat anything raw as fuck. I've seen some people do it, but that's not healthy either. So the thing is you have to cook it enough to where it's rare, medium rare, where it has like at least the little pink in the middle. But the thing is, it's sometimes it'll still bleed, but it doesn't mean that it's not cooked. It's like, but once you cook it to where it's like it's gray in the middle, like a well done steak, that steak ain't worth shit. Like, yeah, you can eat it, you shit it out, but as far as it doing anything for your body, because everything you put in your body is supposed to at least do something for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, then you're eating a heavy steak and you got nothing out of it, man. Nutritionally, you just fucked yourself, man. And you just paid like, and it's funny because when you ask for somebody to cook you a steak at a restaurant and you get it cooked, well done, depending on how big the steak is and how many ounces and what kind of cut it is, you just paid $20, $30, $40 for the fucking steak.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just ate it and it nutritionally didn't do shit for you at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I always like medium well.
But it tastes good.
Yeah,
I know.
That's the whole thing. When it tastes good, well, shit. But it's
I can't do it when it's too much pink. So I always like medium well.
nah. But see, the thing is, you gotta find the balance of.
Oh shit! The CIA was not trying to have 24 talk about steaks.
Pimp down.
Oh shit!
He doesn't talk about balance.
Pimp down. Pimp down. All right. So look. So.
Say balance.
All right. So look. So basically, it's like that. There has to be. Fuck me. All right. Look. So basically, there has to be a balance, man, with that shit, man.
Fats is back, by the way.
Yo, that's what's up, man. My man.
Hey.
There he is.
Hi.
Hey.
Fat.
We're talking about it.
Talk about what?
Getting high.
Well, we were a second ago.
What?
Yeah, eating a medium or rare steak or yeah.
And
We're talking
shrimp
about
fried chicken.
drugs, and then it just went to regular cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
but
Fat's in my name, you brought food back to this table. What is this shit?
No, we were already talking about food.
Yeah.
24/7 was trying to admonish me and everyone else who eats well done steak.
well, I mean, I was just telling you that the nutritional value.
Yeah, you're probably right.
A little bit's good. It depends also how it's cooked, what it's cooked on, the spices used, the type of meat cut, the type of meat in general, and what you're having as a side order with it, because each thing's different depending on your palate, your tongue, your texture, and your preference.
Right, and you know,
Sorry.
and if you want to take it a step further, if you're you know,
Too
a
fucking-
wine guy, then you know, a good red wine with it, you know, that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you
Oh, I can't drink wine. I'm allergic to it.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
man.
shit, Steve.
Actually, I'm not a big wine guy, so I can't say anything.
I don't,
Yeah,
tequila,
well.
tequila and steak is good.
You can
Oh,
drink
well,
tequila.
Well, that's afterwards, man. That's after the
Da,
thing.
da, 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 da.
Yeah.
You know who has a good tequila? I just found out. Shout out to Brojolani Williamson, The Rock. His tequila.
Well, Jose Cuervo.
No, it's not. It's not a Jose Cuervo. I don't know
Oh.
what it is.
Well, you know, in Texas, they have a lot of dude. Come on, man. You got so many
I
motherfuckers
got
that make tequila. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Steve.
no. I got one serious thing, and Aaron Nerdrotic just shared this, but
Mm.
this is related to Strange New Worlds, and I think we need to look at this.
I think I saw that on the.
Yeah, this is bad.
I wanted some
Mhm.
real
Alright,
tequila. that somebody made me
I think you put
start.
that on the old Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah. So when you're ready to share it, 24, let me know.
All
About
right.
the CIA. Yeah.
Say, Baron, can you kill your
I don't have-
thing real quick?
Kill. You want to kill mine? Okay, stop my screen. There we go. Mine is killed.
Sorry.
All right, there you go. No,
Oh,
I'm
that's
good
okay.
now. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Goldsman also wants the viewer to know that he'll be doing political allegory with an explanation point. It's initially quite unsubtle, actually using J6 footage to make a point about societal divisions. And that's missing the larger point. Classic Trek navigated its allegories by subtle enough to evade the censors and socially convergent network. Paramount Plus no such restrictions, but being subtle enough that certain viewers don't try woke might open said viewers more to the underlying themes. Kirk never busted out Vietnam War footage to make his arguments. Shatner's elocution and hand gestures were all he needed.
And while we're at it, okay, fine. You want to use January 6th footage? Why don't we use the footage where they trashed Lake Street in Minneapolis with the big riots that started?
Yeah, but the problem is let's put it this way. Let's look at a new argument that can pop up underneath a new division that can happen.
Mhm.
Let's say people enjoy this new series and other ones that don't. Be like, what, you don't like this? Do you not support? Are you in support of what happened on J6? And they'll try to put that division on there. I don't understand why that in general is going to be used in Strange New Worlds at all. If it is being used there, like it shouldn't be. Like there's more things in our future past you could use as a fuck. And this sounds like it's trying to incite talk. It's also trying to incite rage from certain YouTubers, community, social media influencers, and etc. Because you don't just throw J6 around unless you have some type of agenda attached to it.
Those metrics hit, man. When people complain, whether we like it or not, somebody says, "Oh, we're getting social media coverage." They don't care.
Well, that's what they put woke, right? They're trying to say this isn't woke. This is something serious. I'm like, no, this is a political division you're trying to throw out there. And and honestly, out of all things, if this is such a horrifying event and this thing is still fresh in a lot of people's minds, why are you using the footage to trigger people not to watch your Star Trek show at the same time?
Yeah. Well, I was just about to say, luckily no one watches Star Trek anymore because they've killed the franchise. So outside of, no one's going to see it and be triggered because no one's going to watch it because no one wants to watch this type of, heavy-handed political BS.
Yeah.
They already had the one. What's the politician they had? I can't think of her name.
And I got one. And I got one better for you too. And this is going to be
Oh.
fantastic. And you think it's bad now?
What's
Thank you, BBC. Very gay, very trans. The incredible Doctor Who spinoff that's breathing new life into the franchise.
They already tried that. It was called Class.
This is the official 10-part BBC sound audio drama that's in the Doctor Who universe.
But they did that already with Class, and it crashed and it burned. Nobody watched it. And even mentioned.
The one in the middle already knows no one's gonna watch it. Look at her face. Their face. Its face. Whatever face.
Yo.
Does that look? Does she even know she's on planet Earth? That's all I gotta
See,
ask.
this when you open an article with this, we already know what the forefront of the characters are.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that's trans is the one in the middle.
But look, Doctor Who 7. Why would you? Okay, you're making a Doctor Who series, right? Why is this second? Why is this first? You've already highlighted what the story is pretty much going. you already killed it. You just killed it. You killed it right there because you're highlighting sexuality rather than the fact it's a Doctor Who story.
So which one is the one in the middle?
One that's the least impressed.
I can tell by the look on his face.
And please tune in next week for Scissoring on Skaro on the very trans Doctor Who spinoff.
I would rather have the Moon Knight identities be transgender because at least then I would get the humor.
Damn. It's like the sentient dildo was like, can we go back to talking about Vidge liking his meat charred?
That's real. That's in context shit right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
So Vigilante Chard Williamson, is that right?
no, we were talking about steaks, and I just said I like.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Char Azard from now on, right?
Sounds kind of cool, Charizard. I remember back in the day those fucking first edition gold foil Charizards were the shit, and they probably are worth like so much more money now than they were in the '90s. Never got.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
so.
And then there's X-Men coming out, and I am actually redubbing the theme from the cartoon, right? So I was gonna be like racist supremacy. I'm gonna just nail that out for my video.
Is the new allegory to the new X-Men going to be that Cyclops and Wolverine and those guys all got became transgendered, and so they're X-Men?
Actually,
no,
Cyclops romance. So
it's probably gonna be the.
it's in the comics now.
The problem is going to be is the fact that they're saying, hey, we're trying to update so we can actually attach modern world stuff because it's not in the same time. No shit. Same time, the X-Men universe isn't even in our world. It is technically a different Earth, a different reality with different politicians and everything. So you already failed there. But then when you go through the Bounding the Comics article, you start showing the production crew's tweets. F Trump, white supremacist this, human in this. And you're sitting there going, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Man.
And they wonder why it's dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, from what I've heard, they're going to be trying to tie the cartoon to current day politics, and that's where they're going to fuck up because the X-Men, the old, the original, because I have that shit sitting right here next to me, the original series.
Yeah.
I have all the episodes here right next to me, and they were actually attached to what was going on. It's like they were a lighter version of what was happening in the actual comic books. Of course, they couldn't. It was a Fox cartoon. They couldn't go full blast with how grimy the actual comic book could have gotten, but they lightly touched on a lot of the stuff that was actually happening in the comic books. And my whole thing is, why would that have to change?
Well,
now
the thing is
that these people are revisiting this cartoon. So basically, they're going to trade in what the original cartoon was about, covering the comic books. They're going to trade that in for current day politics.
Anything to get a rise out of people, right? And Disney's already going because they're going balls deep into their own stuff, right? I don't throw balls deep in a search engine. That's not what I meant to do. But yeah, it's pretty much it's done.
But the thing is everything that's being hit throughout the time, whether we like it or not, what we have today for problems has been problems we've had throughout the ages. It's been different groups here and there, but the overlying thing, there's been intolerance of other groups of people. I mean, just look at how the Irish and the Italians were treated at one time, the American Indian, how they were treated. If you go into India today with the caste system they have there, there's certain people out there that you don't even touch them because they're so beneath you. We have these issues that's been going throughout the day. You can keep it allegory because if you keep it allegory, it's timeless. You can associate it to what is happening. The moment you start pinpointing, going, oh, we're going J6, oh, we're going to go Orange Man bad, you have now just timed yourself, and that does not last. It disappears through the ages. And one of the big important things about the Warner Brother cartoons that were done by Fritz Friedling and Chuck Jones, we're going to keep our humor timeless. We're not going to be topical. And that's why those cartoons hold today as they were 50, 60 years ago.
We're not getting that anymore.
They don't have the intelligence and the wherewithal because they're more on the fact that we got to preach instead of bring things to light and using that allegory and not allegory, but have the allegory working with that and using it as that tool. And you have much more freedom if you use the allegory. But they're not that smart. They're not that intelligent.
They can't meme either. Sorry.
No, they can't. I can't meme, but you know.
Unless you consider everything I do just one massive meme. Speaking of memes, the meme that Ascension Dildo said on the positive went to the movies to see The Northman. Has anyone seen it? I've heard positive things.
Yeah, actually, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and to be honest, it's all the SJWs that are complaining about it and calling it trash. So I don't know. Yeah. It's like, it's fucked up how they're,
Purple Valkyrie loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I trust the people that have watched it. I ain't gonna lie, man. When it comes to a lot, most of these movies, the folks that I trust in when I look at their movie reviews, like Critical Drinker and a bunch of other folks, I trust in their reviews because they don't have any kind of a agenda when they're sitting there and giving us their take on how they look at these movies, and I can appreciate that. There's no agenda from their end, so why would they sit there and lie and say, oh, this movie's fucking trash, blah blah blah. If it's good, it's good, and if it isn't, they'll let you know that too, and I can appreciate an honest review. So
all right, Steve, did you say you saw it?
Yeah, I watched it online when it was the 70s.
But you liked it?
Yeah.
Okay, I might check it out. I've been thinking about checking it out. I need to get back into some movies.
So did it turn into a radical alt-right?
There was so much racism, especially when they insurrected and broke down the walls of Valhalla. That's exactly what happened.
Because damn Orange Odin bad.
Yeah, Orange Odin bad. Transphobic Loki bad. All that shit.
Exactly. Fucking bigotry. But no, I might check it out. It looks. I mean, sometimes I like that type of.
It's paced great. Just give it a chance.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the dude that's going to be the new Crow.
Oh, I didn't know they were redoing Crow.
Yeah, man, I got a video on that. Yeah, I talked about a few weeks ago. I dropped a video on that. Yeah, it's the same guy from the Norseman, Skarsgård.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. I hope they don't fuck up the Crow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's hope.
Because I mean, they could fuck it up even not being woke. I mean, it's easy to fuck things up. When I don't really think Hollywood just has the talent. They do. They're there. But I mean, you got to remember, the reason it's so easy to hide behind woke and preaching and all this LGBTQ, SJW BS is because even if you're not good at what you do, you can stick on a little bit longer and keep your job. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, these people are just trying to keep their jobs, go to Eyes Wide Shut parties, fuck hookers. They're just trying to keep their life going. You know what I mean? So they'll just, woke, stand down with patriarchy just for a check. So that's what keeps everything going is that incompetence. People aren't creative enough.
It's funny when I'm sitting here thinking about what you just said, and I'm thinking about, let's say for the last 5 or 10 years, right? Whatever Hollywood was turning into to the point of where it's at right now. Imagine all the scripts for movies, TV shows that have been turned down. I'm talking about real dude shit that could have made
hundreds of millions, billions of dollars.
Dude, I mean, just the next best thing in whatever we loved, whether it was fucking action, comedy, horror, science fiction, musicals, whatever the fuck it could have been. We could have seen it all. We could have been living, watching a new phase
of some of the best shit, like how it was like between like the 90s and in the early 2000s. I mean, dude, we've had some of the best TV in the early fucking 2000s. I mean, we've seen a lot of shit, you know, but it was just in the last, like, again, 5 or 10 years, all the stuff that's been turned down, turned away, told, like, just imagine all this, the shit that we did get that kind of did come to become a movie or a sitcom, how much the shit changed from its original format of, let's say, if it wasn't woke to becoming woke.
Mhm.
You know, what was the unwoke version of a lot of these movies and shows? I mean, there's so much shit out there, man, and we're just getting the worst versions of everything, man, and all the shit that is good is being suppressed.
Yeah, and
Fuck,
to that
man.
point, we know some shows have been changed. Remember, every time I see that fucking Doctor Strange shit, I keep thinking you fucked up this story because you changed WandaVision to take
Yeah.
Doctor Strange out when that would have made this whole connection a lot more sense.
Yep,
That pissed me off.
yeah, because I made a video about a year and a half ago about how WandaVision was supposed to connect to Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. And they fucked up the connection because they didn't want Wanda taking directions from a man. That was the report.
Right. And
It's
then
crazy. You fucked up your movie.
yeah,
series.
so basically it was one of those things where you could sit there and you could pull Doctor Strange out of her shit, but then when it comes to Doctor Strange's movie, you got her all fucking she's in so much of that fucking movie, so she could be in his, but he can't be in hers, and that's come on,
patriarchy.
fuck out of here with that, man.
Well, I mean, just like you're doing with the Wheel of Time, down with the patriarchy, which is absolutely destroying what the basis of the book series is all about. Because they had to start putting the woke in there, and anyone who was a fan of the Wheel of Time just washes their hands of it. They're not watching it; they don't care about it. And the Tolkien series, so-called Tolkien series, that's taken a massive turn drop. And look at all the money they put into that.
They put untold millions into that because I mean, remember there was a whole space. I don't know if it was a season. I don't know how far they got, but they shot like a couple episodes, totally scrapped it from scratch a few years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did
Yeah.
at least a pilot or two, and they went through the whole thing, went through a whole cast, just basically started from scratch to get where we're going. So they spent a lot of money on this project. Close to
And
$1
of
billion.
course, and look at Cowboy Bebop with Netflix, how they turned around and destroyed everything from the original show. I mean, the guy who did it originally sat back and said, I don't know, they don't talk to me. It's like, you talk to the guy who made the show originally.
Well, that was not the point. That was definitely some down with the patriarchy shit. The fucking girl said it while she herself has. I mean, she was a very like her body is like it's kind of perfect. You saw like the actual photo she had on her Instagram, but she was complaining about being. CIA got 24, but he escapes their grasp.
Nah,
But she was
appreciate
talking all this, objectifying my body bullshit. Meanwhile, she got pictures on her Instagram. You can see, like, okay, you got a nice little body to be talking this shit. You don't got no average woman body. Stop this. Stop the cap. Yo, cute thought. And then that fucking series, man, I just saw the memes and it comparing it to a comedy or a parody and shit. And it was just like, that's. I can't even believe that got made. That seems like a fever dream. Like, they really did that?
man.
Yeah, and they wanted to go a second season, and they couldn't because that's how bad it tanked.
Oh, there's no way that was getting a second season.
Shit.
I mean, Batwoman is one thing, but this was just beyond the pale.
Ooh.
Because, like, but the reason Batwoman lasted so long was, unfortunately, whether you think it's dumb or not, because of all the backlash. You know, a bunch of execs said, "Hey, we're the CW. Everything we do does blows." So, I mean, this does average CW ratings and a lot of backlash on the internet. I'll give it another season. Why not? Because what else are we going to put on? Like, they don't get ratings on that channel. So they don't give a shit. That's why getting canceled from CW is hard, man.
It's funny because the CW is getting chopped to the point where the only thing that's left is the Flash.
Mhm.
That's it. And so the Flash has his last season that is gonna, that's gonna come out, and that's done. They say Superman and Lois and Stargirl is going straight to HBO Max.
Okay.
So either they're going to retool the CW, they're going to sell it, or they're going to scrap it. It's got to be one of the three. Either they're going to do away with it, they're going to keep it and work it out, or they're going to sell it and get rid of it altogether.
Well, and
There
if I
is
remember,
no other choice of there's nothing else to do with the CW at this point, man.
if I remember right, the CW was the UPN network and the WB network were coming together
Right.
because those guys
Right.
couldn't exist by themselves. Now you have that child, and now they are crashing and burning.
Yeah, this is between CBS and Warner, and both
Mhm.
the parent companies have gone through a lot of upheaval recently. I mean, Warner's going through this Discovery thing, CBS, Paramount Plus, and they're doing all that rebranding. So they both probably just want to get rid of it and just go about their
Right.
business and keep the, because they're both trying to do the sell to a bigger company thing.
But
Yeah.
and going, we weren't on the last week, unfortunately. But the one thing I was going to bring up, of course, we have, CNN Plus after about 3 weeks
Whoa.
crashing and burning,
300
and
mil, right?
and they only had about 10,000 subscribers. And as I said, I think this is the start. This is the start of the fatigue of streaming services.
Well,
I think this is the start of it.
it seemed like that was a hefty payday for all the people involved to make CNN Plus
Sounds
even
like money
possible.
laundering, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of money to make it possible for something that 10,000 subscribers. I mean, dude, just imagine all that fundage.
You're damn
Man,
near-
how many pockets did you fucking?
What?
How many pockets did you laced up with that kind of
Where
money?
you at right now, Fat Steve?
What?
How many subscribers do you have?
Huh? Well, YouTube keeps taking away. I'm still over 5K.
Still over 5K. So you were halfway to CNN Plus. Let me see. Okay, you said $300 million. $150 million by chance, Fat Steven.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. That's it. I have $50 million, and I'm here.
150.
I'm on fucking YouTube.
So basically, what we're trying to say is they could not keep up with Fat Steven Seagal, and they put $300 million towards it. So just trying.
Yeah, man, that's dude.
And now brings a big question: how many of those 10,000 subscribers were real?
Right? They were all
Oh,
bots.
no, because actually, it's funny that you say that because actually, now that I think about it, they said that a lot of those subscribers came on a part of like a package deal. So, which means that the subscriptions that they got weren't even paid for in full. It's like, so basically, like, for somebody to subscribe to CNN Plus, cost them like $1 or $2 on the whole package that they would have gotten. It was so for all the money that they spent to resurrect, to make that motherfucker possible, compared to what people were paying per subscription, was fucking unbelievable, man.
Mhm.
That's
Crazy.
It wasn't necessary. I mean, they have at least 2 channels that they have out there already on satellite and in cable. Why did they need to have a streaming service? Plus all the other news channels. It's like, okay, we're going to go into an area, ask people to give us money for something they're getting for literally free. I mean, I get it free on Pluto.
From what I heard is when they started knowing that, hey, this fucking merger is going to happen, they had the ability to spend the money before Vaslev was able to fucking put his hands on anybody. They knew that heads were going to roll, people were going to get fired. They knew a bunch of shit was going to happen. But if we got access to Warner Brothers money and we could fucking spend up $300 million,
And with that,
impossible, and all the people that you can employ to fucking make this thing happen, and all the job before all our heads roll, bro. These people fucking put in a plan.
it is 8:30, and now I do gotta go again. But I am working on an updated logo for the Primetime Kings as well as
Thank you, man.
So,
Great.
other than that, please check out the Batwoman playlist on my channel.
They're hysterical.
I'm getting better, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna do the
I like
X-Men in a little But thank you guys. Have a great night. I'm on my way.
Hey, man, you
to
take it easy, my brother, man. Love you, man. Shit.
I love
Enjoy
you
the rest
too.
of the evening, man.
Hey, I love
And
you, man.
I'm gonna go get 5,000 more subscribers.
There you go.
CNN Plus.
There you go.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, man. Take it easy, brother. Peace, man. Yeah.
But you know, I think that's one of the signs right there. I think that's the first chink in the subscriber fatigue, especially now that we have the inflation. How many people are going to keep up with all these subscriber services? We're going to start seeing some massive in the next year here, some massive upheaval. CW, I mean the CW, which isn't a pay service. Look at the upheaval there. Elon Musk, buy the CW. Let's get some good stuff out there. Twitter, change it to CW Twitter.
Right.
Network.
Man, I tell you, man, shit. I think, it's funny, another thing too, there's some stuff going on. They're saying, hey, we're gonna make this Batgirl movie. They're gonna give it a theatrical release. It's probably because of Michael Keaton. See, the thing is, the Batgirl movie for HBO Max has so many cinematic elements to it that they probably need to make the money back from what it took to get Michael Keaton, pay him out, and all the other little extra shit. So so it's like with things like that changing and going into theatrical release, there's other projects that are like coming into there's a lot of stuff happening right now, man. So basically, like, CW is getting cut down. Movies that were supposed to be on HBO Max are getting like theatrical releases.
Well, what service is also basically scrapping out a bunch of movie plans because they can't do it. I can't remember who that was, which service that was. They had all sorts of plans for this, and it's like, we can't do it now. I can't remember who that was.
I didn't hear of a movie company that
I can't remember before, was with doing with the streamings and stuff like that. I can't remember if it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that there's probably something going on that I haven't heard about, as far as like, a streaming service that had like a whole bunch of shows ready to put out, and now they can't.
Was it Amazon? I think it's Amazon, or I know Netflix is hurting.
I mean, but Amazon's putting on Lord of the Rings, and they just won Voltron.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's Netflix, because Netflix has taken a huge hit lately. Massive hit. I mean, I think that's what it is Netflix.
Now that I think about it, I think it is Netflix. I think Netflix did have a lot of things that were piloted to go, and just because they lost all that money in the last like week or two, I think in a day or two they lost. Oh boy, the numbers! Yeah, it was in the billions.
It made the stock market crash look like nothing. How much they lost? They're the epitome right now, going woke and going broke.
Oh yeah, man.
They lost so many subscribers. Disney is losing so many subscribers.
Yo, man. Say, Vigilante.
Sorry about that. I am still here. My mom called, and I just hurried up and picked up the phone.
No. You good?
Oh, no problem. Hi, Vic, Mom.
Hey.
Vigilante mother.
Yeah, I call her Mom Jelani. I don't call her that. She doesn't know.
Yeah,
okay.
But like to everyone else, she's Mom Jelani. That's the name.
She'll find out one day.
Yeah, she'll find out. But sorry, I apologize.
No. You good? No. You good, brother?
Yeah, salute to Fast Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Nah, we were just saying, like, shit. There's a lot of stuff getting unleashed, man. There's a lot of stuff changing, man, with a streaming service. That's what I forgot to say. You heard that along with all the changes that are going on with like WB, man, they're getting rid of their I heard they're trying to sell their their gaming company, man.
Really? That's gonna be interesting.
Dog. So you basically your Arkham Asylum and all that other shit. I heard with it, I think yesterday they had put that out there on the market, man.
Wow.
So, but my whole thing is, if I don't understand that if they're trying to bring up, basically, if they're trying to jumpstart Superman and bring Superman in DC Comics to the level where they're supposed to be at, why would you get rid of your in-house gaming company?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Disney did it, just sell a license and just not give a fuck. It takes less effort on your end. Obviously, it also means you have less control. So if it's a shit sandwich, you know, it's just like whatever.
I mean, but the thing is, but with your Arkham games, but the thing is, it's like you already got something that's already made money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you still get rid of it?
Yeah,
now, I can see them pairing. I can see them pairing up with a bigger studio, so they don't have to take on. Like, let give you an example. I can see them getting with Microsoft.
Yeah, that's what, and that, they might buy it.
But if they talking about just totally getting rid of their whole studio, like why would you do that if you're trying to? Because dude, that shit goes hand in hand with your movie company. If you're trying to put out games that you know that have to do with either your the comic book side of shit or your movie side of shit.
I mean, logically, you're right. Why wouldn't you want to keep control of everything and make sure you can do more organized marketing, have the game market towards the movie, the market towards the comic, or whatever order you want to go in? That's the most logical situation. But the Warner Brothers this entire time has not been great at that. And so they finally said, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just sell it off. And here's another thing. If they're going to sell off the gaming division, which makes a hell of a lot more money than the comics themselves do. You know, the comics get sold off or licensed out.
But the thing is, but wouldn't the gaming department even make more money than the fucking movie department?
I don't know. Well, how many?
Dude, the gaming industry is the biggest industry out there.
Right, true, but they make more movies than games. They've only come out with. I mean, even with the whole Arkham series, 2 new games that are coming out. There's still about 7. What, 4 to 7
dude,
games?
exactly. Look, I'm just saying, like you could put out less games and make more money than you putting out a shitload of movies.
Okay, it's a quality over quality over quantity.
GTA 5 is proof that you can have one game for a decade and still
right, exactly.
So you're right about that. I mean, because Warner Brothers is dumb. That's why they got themselves sold in the first place. They never. You've been a WB fan this entire time. I've been I'm probably in a casual space, but I've really
right.
Warner Brothers and DC Comics.
Right.
They've never ever been perfect with their marketing. And what did everybody say, especially in the 2000s, 2010s? If their fucking regular live action movies were as good as their animated movies, they would be beating Marvel. Everybody I know said this from the most casual to the most hardcore, and they never did it.
Because actually, you're right. Because their animated movies, to me, were done better than their live action.
I would say
they just adapted it word for word.
I'd say the one kind of turkey that they did was The Killing Joke. That was about the one that they did that didn't transcribe well. But but look at all the other animated ones they had going back to in the 90s. While the Batman animated series was still going on, they made a movie that went out to video and it became huge. People still talk about
the
Mask of the Phantasm
a little bit.
Yeah,
can I remember it? I think I saw it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Mask of the Phantasm. Yeah, I got that shit sitting right here next to me. It's funny.
And of course, selling off the game, gaming company or getting rid of the game company. Look what it did for LucasArts here when Warner Brothers took over. Yeah, that was a wonderful. Yeah, Warner Brothers is following along. Well, that's a winning plan there.
That was huge when LucasArts sold off because granted it was it was as late as the early 2000s, but they still have really good games on Super Nintendo, N64, Nintendo. And they not just Star Wars games, but other people's thing. LucasArts was a pretty up company in that era, and they just sold it off.
Yeah,
Disney sold off their stuff too because they used to be paired with Capcom. and they just
I
said,
mean,
"Fuck
you
it."
know, yeah, they were a very respected company, man. When you know, it's funny because it's. I mean, how many times did you know a company when they say, "Hey, look, this company made it," whether you knew too much about what the product was or not, you would just take a chance on buying it because you knew the company was good.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah, that's
going off for
what,
reputation.
right,
Yeah.
Reputation.
yeah.
Reputation's not there anymore. These guys think they have reputation. You don't have it no more. You got to work it for it again.
That, and I think a huge thing with a lot of these companies is everyone's trying to sell to Google or Apple or Amazon or even Disney potentially. And so
You know,
what they're trying to do, because this is a totally different industry, but WWE is doing this, where they're trying to cut down on their assets, make themselves slimmer. That's why there's this huge controversy. If you follow wrestling, every 2 to 3 months they release a bunch of wrestlers. They just cut people off just based upon money.
oh, I
Not
noticed that. Yeah, that's been happening for
because
what the last few years. There's like every few months they cut, and then they all go to what AEW or some shit.
they go to AEW or do their own thing, or some of went to
Right.
Hollywood and shit. But they just they ain't got to go home. They got to get the fuck up out of there because eventually, and that's already started. They're gonna sell to Disney. They've already started to do some.
I heard
business
about
with
that.
Disney. That's the long term plan.
Yeah, I heard Vince McMahon is getting ready to make Disney the permanent home of the WWE. So yeah,
Well, it was nice knowing you then.
And that's the plan for a lot of these companies. Some similar thing. You start cutting stuff down, cutting budget. They don't really care if it's successful or not. So WWE cut their most popular wrestler last 2 years ago, last year, Bray Wyatt. He was selling the most merchandise, and they cut him because they were paying him, $4 or $5 million a year, and they're like, we don't want to pay him that much a year, so we don't give a fuck about his merchandise. We just want to cut the budget. That's all they care about, and so we can sell. And I think that's where the Warner Brothers are thinking. They're not thinking, oh, this is good for. They're like, fuck it. We're cutting anything. This is a fire sale. We're selling anything that's not glued down and then trying to sell to Amazon or Disney for big money. It's fucked up for the fans. We got to go through this bullshit. But that's my guess. I don't go to Eyes Wide Shut parties as I joke. I don't know if that's what their real plan is. But like I said, I've seen it in WWE. They cut so much stuff and cut so many people, and have already started to do little business deals in different countries with Disney. And so you say, okay, this is what they're moving.
right.
What we need is
Warner Brothers is doing.
we need a full-fledged trust busting. That is absolutely what we need right now. They need to go on there and start breaking these companies up because they have far too much control. Like old TR.
We were younger, and I mean, every company's bigger than what Microsoft was then. All these companies are way bigger. Or remember AT&T and Bell and all that other shit they did, and then they got back together 10 years later. So it didn't last long. That's the thing. They'll figure a way around it. That's the problem.
Well, look at all the phone companies that are now merging together with Sprint and T-Mobile.
Three phone companies. They got Cricket Wireless and all this other shit, but you know what I mean. And they probably run off somebody else's towers. So even if they do exist, they got to go through somebody else. That's how this shit. Unfortunately, there's a lot of monopoly shit. They don't really care about the monopoly laws because if they did, Disney wouldn't be this big, Google wouldn't be this big, Facebook wouldn't be this big. No way in the world, because they've already gotten well beyond the pale of all these other companies that they broke up back in the day.
That's why we need the trust bust. Is like we got the laws out there. They're out there. Let's start enforcing this. But you got too many pigs swallowing around in Washington. They're getting their kickbacks and all that, going to the fancy parties and molesting the young starlets and such like that.
I'm just trying to keep my man clean. I did something stupid too. I said something stupid. I don't want to get my man, because 24/7 deserves that 500,000. I mean, literally one of the hardest working YouTubers going. So I hope my man, I hope these are, the views by Primetime Kings do not necessarily reflect 24/7 Fusion Media and any of its associates.
I like that, man.
We should do a special video up like that where you just press that there 24 and it's like the following is not.
The following is not.
Anything I
You know.
say, I'm saying from me. Don't think I'm being endorsed by other people. They might be, but I am sentient, Toto. You know I am. Even though I
Yeah.
haven't been called the B word from Vigilante for a long time, kind of hurts my
I
feelings.
did bring a drop earlier because you were talking about
Wait.
the.
Oh,
It wasn't towards you though. It was towards the.
yeah, no, but it wasn't directed at me.
Yeah, I mean, because you haven't been so biggity. You've been more conscious.
Yeah, you've been behaving and shit.
You've been more tolerant. No, what's the word they use?
He's been
Inclusive?
behaving.
You've been a
Ally,
fucking
I'm your ally. Vigilante,
ally.
Yeah, he's been
24, I'm
behaving,
your
right?
ally.
Yeah, right.
He's been behaving, right?
Yeah. But God, that sucks that they sell. Hopefully, they can get those games out before they sell, man. Because I was anticipating both of those games, the Arkham Knights or was it Gotham?
You know,
Knights?
no. Those games are gonna drop. Those games are gonna drop. But the thing is, after that, what happens?
Oh,
You know, so yeah, man. Like I said, you can look it up, man, and see that.
Have you been seeing?
studios?
Have you been following these other game companies selling to Microsoft? They're making big money.
Yeah, and you know what they're saying is a lot of studios are interested in buying it too. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like who the fuck wouldn't be interested in owning the rights to the Arkham, you know, Asylum and all that shit? Yeah, man, come on, man. That was a hell of a series of fucking games, man.
Mhm.
But the thing is, you start getting a situation. They want to get it. It's like the dog catching the car, and the dog is going, now what do I do with it?
I hope the right company buys it. I hope it is. Unfortunately, I know everyone doesn't want Microsoft and Sony owning everything, but like, I'd rather them.
I mean, yeah, because Microsoft owns Bethesda, and then Ubisoft is selling itself too.
Yeah, all these companies. That's the
Yeah,
new way.
man. So it's like, fuck it, man. What? I guess what? If you can't beat them, join them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when they bought Bethesda for like $78 billion, when that
Yeah, it was huge, man.
Rich people,
And then-
there's levels. If you're rich and you hear that and you own a game company, own stock in a game company, you're calling up the CEO like, "Hey, man, it's called Microsoft and try to sell."
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
So basically, like the gaming companies are buying out the studios. You got the movie companies, you have like Amazon buying MGM, and
Mhm.
you know, a lot of people don't know that Netflix, they're running the whole Sony's
Yeah,
library. So everything that's on Sony is running through Netflix. So and then you have like everything from CBS and all that shit, you know, fucking with Paramount. So it's like it's crazy. You know, Warner Brothers just got bought out for the second time in what, 3-4 years?
yes, yeah, and they're gonna get bought out again in another 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, because me and you talked about that, about how they were gonna sit there and build up their shit. Like right now, it's like everything they're doing to try to get Warner Brothers on some kind of track to be competitive. After they do all that, and Warner Brothers is looking lovely as fuck for everybody to watch their content, enjoy their movies, all this shit, they're gonna get bought out one more time, because that was a part of the plan of them trying to like build up Warner Brothers to be something to be bought out by a bigger company. But who that company is, nobody knows. They have to wait to fatten their shits up, because Warner Brothers is a shit show at this moment. That's why Vaslav is fucking slicing and dicing everything left and right to fucking trim the fat and then try to build it up to be something more than what it's been in years. But you know, again, whether they sell it off or not, it's probably another story. Because once they build it up, it might be something so big and so luscious that they might not want to sell it.
It depends where the market is. You're right.
Right, and independent if they're doing better than Disney and Netflix and everything else.
Yeah, depends.
Have we ever started that GoFundMe? Oh, I'm sorry, Veg.
No, that was it. I was just saying that HBO Max has grown over this time, so it is. It's still not where it wanted to be, but
you know, and another thing too is like, to be honest, Warner Brothers Discovery, I heard right now their numbers are better than Disney for the first time ever.
Really? I'm not shocked
Dude,
though. Because they had a lot
dog. I mean, dude, yeah, man. They're like they're fucking. You know, people are confident about because they like the way they're fucking chopping off these shows. You know, like the CW is fucking getting murked left and right. Like they're boy, the only thing that's left is the Flash. You know, I heard that they're pulling Superman and Lois. All that's going to HBO Max. They just dropped Batgirl and the Legends of Tomorrow. So basically, man, the Berlanti verse or the Arrowverse or whatever you want to call the CW, man, that shit is no more. And what they're gonna do with Riverdale and all the other shows, nobody gives a fuck about all that.
No. And the thing is again, you know, people are jumping ship off of Disney. They're losing subscribers, of course. You know, where are they going to go to? But have we started that GoFundMe yet to try to buy the CW between the three of us?
No.
I mean, you, me, Fats, Vigilante. You know, we need to get that GoFundMe started so we can get CW and get things done. Right?
Realistically, how much do you think? There's two different questions. How much is it worth? How much do you think they're going to get? Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to get much for it, right? I know it's a network, but it's like I can see that being just scrapped. I don't like who the fuck would want the CW? What properties do they have of any value?
Hey, let me ask you this. You remember what UPN was towards the very end?
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, it was all. I can tell you, it was basically Star Trek, Voyager, Enterprise, and wrestling. Wrestling.
Yeah. They would play other shows. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that's all they were hanging their head. You know, of course, they lost. They lost obviously Voyager because it came to the end. Star Trek Enterprise wasn't doing so hot. That's why it got canceled. And they're putting their hats on wrestling. We gotta have wrestling.
Right.
I mean, it was still pretty big back then, and then it went to Sci-Fi.
Man.
In US.
Yeah. So it's like I guess my whole point was it's like when you look at what the two companies were before they merged to become CW, were they any better before the merger than what it's turning out to be right now that they're trying to get rid of this shit altogether? Really.
Their highlight was probably that early Berlanti verse. You know what I mean? That first 2 to 4 years of the Arrowverse and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, and then when they first kind of in Supergirl with they had the Black Jimmy Olsen, but people still had some hope for it. That was kind of the only little uptick to CW, or even UPN had those old like C-list black comedies like Malcolm and Eddie and Sparks, but I mean that shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, and didn't they have the Red Man Method Man show?
I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did have that shit. Yeah, man, that was my point. They had a bunch of wild shit.
It's always been a G-list network.
But you have two failures that came together, now becoming a bigger failure. I mean, look at what the WB was at one time when he had like the animated shows. He had the actual.
They had.
I mean, that was they had a lot of stuff going. It was keeping it going. Boom, boom, boom. Then they started going away. Oh, we don't want that. We want to go a different direction. They start failing. UPN fails. Okay, let's put two failures together. So
right. That was my whole point. Yeah, man. It was like, man, they were both fucking on their last legs. They were like, let's you unite these motherfuckers. So when this one company's losing his left leg, the other company's losing his right leg. Unite both of these motherfuckers, give them their legs back, come up with a whole new company, and you know what? They did good, man, when they first kicked off, man. But now, dude, the quality of the shows, the writing, the wokeness, like even when you look at Flash's last season and you look at how bad the fucking CGI was, man, we were sitting there laughing at that shit, man. The shit's fucking horrendous, man.
That's crazy. Especially nowadays, you see people with YouTubers with good CGI. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know, man. Just see a company digress, man, like that. It's just fucking not to the point where they're canceling all their shows. They're getting ready to sell off the company. Fuck, man. And Ascension's right, man. If you build it, they'll come, dude.
Yeah.
CW can be something worthwhile. It don't even, they can keep it. They can keep the name. All that doesn't even matter. It's about the content. Nobody's gonna deny the CW if you just sat there, scrapped all the bullshit, decided to put real quality content on there, and was like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna sit there and we're gonna jam pack it with shit that nobody can turn away. The CW can be as profitable as anything out there, and just because it had bad content doesn't mean that it could stay being a piece of shit when you start loading it with good stuff.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go on a limb here. If they survive long enough and they actually decide, hey, let us do JMS's reboot of Babylon 5, maybe that could help start getting it going again. Maybe. But it took too long. They should have done, they should have tried to get to JMS earlier and had the show going now. Maybe that would have helped out a little bit, because I don't think he would have gone with the woke garbage. He would have been full control of the show. He's been known to flip the middle bird to the powers that be, saying, no, this is my baby. Don't tell me what to do.
Or maybe they can just go the route of like Peacock and be like, fuck it, we're going to bring back the new episodes of Punky Brewster, right?
Hey, they got to do what they got to do for name recognition. I mean, remember House came out and they had 5 seasons of Fuller House, not Fuller House.
Yeah,
the reboot had like 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, they did. That was successful.
You even want a bullshit reboot? I feel you should see it. Yeah, man. Says, look at the drop in Netflix. Drop. Yep.
Well, like I said,
sorry, man.
Go for it.
I'm just trying not to cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Oh no, I was just going to sit back and say, like I said, I was going on a limb by saying with the B5, there are people who are intrigued with B5 coming back, and if they did it right, they could probably get themselves, because the original Babylon 5 was with P10 Network, the pseudo third network that didn't really last. I mean, what did P10 have? They had Time Tracks, they had Kung Fu: The Legend Returns, they had, I can't remember what some of the other ones that they had on there. And of course, Babylon 5. Babylon 5 was the last man standing and went over the TBS, or TNT, I should say, for that last season. I think it does have some power to it. Do people want it? I don't know. I'm nervous about it. I'm not necessarily a big supporter for a reboot, but
say the dude that did Babylon 5, he's the guy that did Crusade, right?
Yeah, he did Crusade. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Crusade sitting over here next to me.
Oh, that was a good show. I mean, and he quit that show because they started messing around with him. It's okay, fine. I'm not going to do it no more.
Yeah,
and I think that show would have been better.
Yeah, actually, that's a very interesting show. It's like I got the complete, collection. I think it only went for 1 season, or maybe 2.
13 episodes. 13 episodes.
So yeah, man, they got some good stuff. If they can put some solid shows on there, some shit that everybody can get aboard, man, get on board with, and get away. That's the thing, man. The politics that everybody seems to be a part of, man, is fucking killing everybody's business, man. When a motherfucker's supposed to be selling underwear, he'd rather tell you about how you should live your life instead of selling you the fucking underwear. So it's like when you got shit like that, in every department, when people are supposed to be selling you fucking food, they're preaching to you. Whenever they're supposed to show you some good entertainment, they're preaching to you. Whenever they're supposed to be fucking telling you, trying to sell you some good pair of sneakers, they're telling you, how you should live running through life and shit like that. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I've been watching basketball playoffs, and I keep seeing these weird sneaker commercials that are for like women's basketball, and I'm seeing these commercials for let trans kids play and all this crazy shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to watch Steph Curry shoot threes. Like, why does all this have to do with anything? But that's the way of the world. And here's another thing: when you talk about what CW has done, CW has always had like a link of sci-fi, rather it was Supernatural,
right,
or the Berlantiverse, and they've always been cheap. So that's like a recipe for disaster, because it takes a little bit of money for the CGI and the quality of everything to be good. Not just the quality of the visuals, but the quality of the writing has to be there. Right. They never put in that work to want to make. They've been a quantity of quality. They'll just talk about 1 million shows, hope that they stick. If they see a YouTuber talks about it, they'll keep it an extra season. They don't, they've been running shit like a kind of a madhouse.
Yeah, it's like they're not trying to have some good shit going like a Cobra Kai or anything like that. Like they're not. I don't know, man. They're not investing. They're not investing in the quality, and it doesn't so much have to do with money to produce quality, man.
Yeah, you don't need that much more. I mean, we see people do stuff on a shoestring budget. You just need that effort. You know what I mean? That one. I mean, you probably need a little bit more, but not. You don't. I mean, these things are still getting pretty big budgets, even for what they are.
Right.
So you don't need that much more. You just need that effort, and not a bunch of people. These woke idiots. They're just trying to get the next job. They don't really care about this. The writers of Batwoman. They cast a black woman, and they said, we're done with that woman. And they didn't give a fuck about writing. They were just like, okay, we did the woke stuff. Hopefully we can get a job at Disney. Hopefully we can get a job higher up. They didn't care about, oh, man, we really want to make a really good show. We're thinking about the other good shows that's out. Squid Game is out. We want to compete with Squid Game.
Right.
Which they wouldn't have. But when you aspire to that, you're going to get closer to that, and people might have actually liked it instead of it being a joke. But that never crossed their mind. It was just, let's make it woke. Let's try to get our clout going. Let's make fun of the wrong people, get some internet buzz going, and hope that we can get a better job some other day. That was the plan. That's the plan for a lot of these companies, unfortunately. The people who work there, that's what they're thinking. They're not thinking, we want this to be good. They could care less.
Right.
I'm not even ashamed to say this. I have no idea what the hell this Squid Game thing is, and I don't wanna.
Yeah, I just know it was a big thing on Netflix. I never actually saw it, but I saw like the premise of it. I'm just talking that out because that was out. That was hot in the past 6-7 months.
Yeah, I know. I was hearing all this stuff about Squid Game. It's like, what the hell is this? I don't care.
It's crazy. Like my brothers, between two of my brothers, they were like, hey, we're gonna lace you up with all the fucking channels. So I'm talking like right now, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Peacock, everything else you can think of, man. So it's like I can watch whatever the fuck I want to watch with Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm piggybacking off of everybody else's shit. I can't afford none of that. I wouldn't even, man, dude.
It's not worth the money, man.
I mean, I got over 10,000. I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of shit that I don't have that I'm not watching, and that's the current shit that I don't care for. So it's like it's like, how am I missing out anything when it's Star Trek Discovery and shit that's on a level of Wheel in Time, I don't care about all this bullshit. So it's like, what am I really missing when it comes to the quality, man? It's like, dude, I got all the quality I need. But then it's also good to kind of be able to sift through, even if the show's not good. I would always say, at least check out an episode so you can actually say, hey, I put my eyes on this. I see why it's a piece of shit. And just think about how many bad movies and shows you've watched throughout your lifetime that nobody ever gave you a heads up on. You took a chance on, or a comic book that was whack as fuck. You took a chance on, you picked it up, you bought it, you read it, or you watched it. But, you had to take the chance to see, and sometimes you got to go through trash to find that golden nugget, man. So, I mean, but that's the thing, even with music. Vigilante, man, how many whack ass songs you've heard before you've heard something that was cool as fuck that you wanted to rock. I mean, dude, how many times you listen on the radio and heard shit that it got pumped all the time, it was whack as fuck, and you wondered why it got so much spin, but people got paid under the table and everything else. I mean, it is what it is, man. But
it's alive and well.
Yeah, I mean, shit. You know how the game goes. I mean, fuck.
Oh God.
What's up,
UB40 Red Wine? I cannot stand that song. I don't know how that song got so.
Hey,
I hated playing that on the air. Oh, I came across that playlist when I was on the air. It was like, okay, scratch this one, go to the next song. I didn't care.
Central Dildo, he's the plug, he's the new music plug for me, man. He's dope. You know, I couldn't see. He's put something in the chat, and I couldn't see it because of StreamYard. I need to go back to Matt's chat to see what he was trying to.
It's all access, yeah.
Is it all asses?
All asses, yeah.
Yeah.
They probably have more subs. All asses. I think that was a lot more popular than Star Trek Discovery. You want to see booty,
Man.
but that's
Dude,
Booty Trek.
Booty trick. Yo, you know, I bet you there's a porno where
I'm sure Wes Moody has had him on his channel. I think that's probably why he had. I don't know if he's still down, but he was down.
oh yeah, I heard about Wes Moody getting the chop. Yeah. Wow.
Because of that, because he would every now and again have porn, like Trek porn. He would censor it out, but every now and again some stuff. I don't know if that was the reason or not, or could have been just the shit he talked.
You know, I'm be honest, man. One day I wanna set up something, and I know I'm speaking up on it. 'Cause I want to really speak this into existence, man. If I could, you know, like I own over 10,000 movies, man. I would love to like one day have like a set up like a Patreon, you know, set up something to where like, you know, I see a lot of people do movie nights, but you know, when I see a movie night getting done, everybody basically is, I guess they all have their movie queued up all at the same time.
Yeah.
And at 3, everybody hits play 1, 2, 3, and everybody fucking presses the button.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want that, bro. I wouldn't want that. What I would like to do is I would like to pop in a DVD or something, hit play, and I don't know if it would be on Discord or on some other shit. Let everybody that's watching me be able to see what's on my screen, and maybe I can have like a little box over in the fucking like right there in the corner. You can see me in the corner in the little box or whatever, watching the shit. You can see my reaction or whatever, and everybody can just be watching the fucking movie, man. Instead of, and for all the people that can't find the movie or can't afford to watch it, and you know, but they paid a couple dollars through their Patreon or whatever to fucking see me or whatever the fuck we got going on for the month, they can sit there and watch the movie with everybody else for free.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we almost doing it on Discord. I don't know about Patreon though.
Yeah. I mean,
no, I'm saying like, I might like do it through a, you know, like, you know, whoever, you know, set it up. You know, I don't know how the fuck that would work, man, because I don't know nothing about that. You know, I just made it a 1K, so I got ideas, man. But that's what I want to do.
I think it's doable. I don't know how though, but I think there's people who know.
You gotta somehow get us at least tuned in so we can join in with the commentary with you on that if you're going to do it. But you know, basically do like a virtual Harry Dole's Butt-Nomathon like you used to do. Sit down and have a big movie.
Low Spec on his laptop said Jitsai. You know what? I'm gonna look into what that is, Low Spec. I know whenever you say something, I got to hear what you say because you're saying some good shit. So I'm gonna look up to see what Jitsai is, man. Thank you, brother.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought he sneezed and he typed it out.
Nah. Low Spec. Nah, look. I'm telling you, man. That gentleman right there. He's so fucking. He's smart as shit, man, and he knows his computer stuff, man. So whenever he says something, you know, I'm listening. So
I'm just kidding.
No. I know. I was just letting folks know, man.
Oh yeah,
don't ever. Yeah, Jeff Pearson is the man. Yeah, he knows his shit.
I mean, if he's got Linux in there in his title, you know he knows his computer stuff. Yeah, those Linux guys are insanely crazy in that area. They know their stuff.
He is a low spec Linux laptop. That's what he is. Just like we have a Central Dildo. That's a laptop with low spec.
So Jitsai is a video conferencing and meeting, free Jitsai meeting. So basically, it's if I'm not mistaken, it'll basically be like on a level of Skype or something like that, or like a Zoom.
So what you could probably do is just put the link behind a Patreon, and if you can get the join option, toss the link in a members only comment.
There you go. Yeah, something like that, and have everybody watch it. You know, I could sit there, put it on, you know, but how can I how can I have something playing on the DVD that will show up on the screen that everybody will? Because of course somebody could sit there and have a camera or something pointed at a screen that's showing something, but I wouldn't want nothing that cheap. Like I would actually want somebody to actually watch the screen that I'm, to see it the same way I'm seeing instead of looking at a screen of a screen.
What you could do? Does your DVD have an HDMI out?
Yeah.
Okay. They have cheap capture cards, and what you could do, because I did this to, even though I never did the fucking review, I had a Blu-ray player set up to this capture card. I couldn't tell you how I routed it. I still got the shit, but it was a struggle to route it, but I was able to get it. And so then it would go to the capture card and then go onto your computer. And so then it would be like, you could just have it as a screen. I had it for OBS to just record the screen. But you could just have it in that Jitsu or whatever sort of software like that. And it's just a DVD into a capture card with a USB, and that USB is plugged into the computer, and then it's going to come up on there. Like I said, I had it configured because it was actually not a Blu-ray. Technically, it was a PS4, and then I still wanted it. I had to have a router so it could be on both screens, so it could be on the screen I was playing off and my computer screen. But you really wouldn't need all that. You could just run it off of the computer screen, just get all the information from there. Sorry if I blew your mind with talking
Yeah,
shit.
you fucked me up real quick. I'm like, well, shit. But then I'm looking at Low Spec, and he was like, yo, did I ever upgrade from the Chromebook? Like, nah, I'm still on the Chromebook. That's what I'm on now. So I know I was never able to upgrade. See, the thing is what I have doesn't have the capabilities of pulling it off. So I would actually, before something like this would even happen, I would need to actually have something more reliable than the Chromebook that I have. I remember like what Low Spec told me months back is that basically him and the Wake Down was telling me that the Chromebook is basically like a oversized tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could pull this off and do what I'm doing here with this, but then anything beyond this thing can't run it. So I would have to basically get a real fucking computer system to even run an OBS that can actually pull off whatever the fuck I got in my mind that I'm thinking about that I want to do. I don't have the capabilities of doing it, but I sure want to, man. Because it's like, to be honest, like I was telling Rough Girl, man, it's like, it's cool to, to own like 10,000 movies, over 10,000 movies. I own all this shit. But to be honest, man, it ain't worth having none of this shit, man, if I can't share it, bro.
Right.
In some way. Because, dude, to be honest, man, like I love collecting it, but I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to watch everything that I fucking own. But, man, it'd be nice if I can get all y'all together, man, and just fucking pop in movies that, I know you guys don't have the fucking library that I got, but fuck it, you leave that up to me. Just let me just fucking put it in and hit play, man. We can all watch this shit, man, and fucking, we can get fucked up. I'll be drinking, eating popcorn, getting fucked up, smoke, and everybody, and nobody didn't have to pay for shit. All we had to do was fucking tune in and watch what I got.
We gonna figure it out, man. We're gonna figure it out,
man. What I got here is just a few hundred, man. I got over fucking 10,000, man. And I mean, it's not just that, it's records, man. I own fucking 45s and all these fucking, I own hundreds and hundreds of records. I own record players, just some way that I can sit there and have my music and have Baron. Yeah, it's like, for me to have like my music and like everything that I have, I can put my hands on to be able to sit there and just pop it in, hit play, and everybody can watch it, man.
Where's the record spots in Houston? I've been looking online for them, but you being
there's
guy
there's Sound Waves.
Sound Waves?
Off of Main, yeah, off of Main.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you a story, man. They had a location before DJ Premier when he first started Gangstar with Guru.
Yeah, it's from Houston. A lot of people don't know that.
He worked at that Sound Waves, and when I was a kid, me and my brother walked in, and what I didn't like about Premier was he wasn't honest. He would say, "Hey man, there's this new group out.
called Gangstar here. Once you just try to buy their album, but we was watching your MTV Raps and watching their videos, and it was when they first dropped it, and we were like, yo, that's the guy from the record store. But if he's the fucking DJ, why wasn't he honest enough to just say, hey man, I'm a part of a group called Gangstar. It's me and my man Guru. Once you support us, we're from Houston. He's from fucking Bronx or Brooklyn or where the fuck he's from. Once you support us, we're Gangstar.
He just was trying to...
No, but the thing is, it's like we would have been more amped to buy his shit and promote him instead of him trying to sell us our album, acting like it wasn't him that was a part of the group.
Oh, no, left. You got the greatest Houston stories, man. I was watching something on Beyonce, and they talked about her losing the talent show. I'm like, I know who won the talent show. She lost.
Yeah, man.
Say a word I don't want to say, but my N word, my ninja was the one. He won that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. So I was like,
man.
you people don't know. 24/7 is a low key underground legend in the music industry, but people don't know it like that. And he's got some stories, man. I know some of them he's told. But it's like, yeah, man, that's a crazy story right there. That Premier was trying to. That's kind of fucked up, though, right?
Yeah, man. It's, like I say, it would have been better if he said, "Hey, man, this is me and my group. We're Gangstar. Support our shit. I'm from Houston. I'm trying to, I'm trying to make it." Would have been like, well, fuck, man. But he's like, yo, this is a group named Gangstar here. Buy their shit. Check them out. They're number one on the fucking charts. But, dude, that's you putting them on the,
Yeah. Gangstar. I mean, I love Gangstar's music, but they've never been number one on any chart ever. Like that's just there wasn't a sell. That wasn't a thing. They did
right.
good, but I mean, they never made a pop hit and a hot single. This just wasn't their jam.
No, actually, they did. They did. With Nice and Smooth, man.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple hits, man.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple hits, man, but they weren't just like. They weren't like they weren't putting out bangers. They weren't, it was like they were. It's like they were underground, man.
Yeah.
But it's like if you were a hip hop head, you knew who they were, man, and you listened to them, man. That's
yeah. But they were like, they were basically like underground. They probably were on a major, but they had that underground feel, and you just kind of
right.
underground artist, even if
man. Hate that he passed away, Guru, man.
Yeah,
rest in
man.
peace, Guru. Yeah. Matter of fact, it's funny, man. I seen Premier on the DJ show just the other day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's big as fuck, man. Like,
damn.
Yeah, I remember him being skinny, and I seen him now. But who the fuck am I to talk, right? I fucking gained over 100 pounds myself, so.
I've been trying to do intermittent fasting the past couple of days. So far, so good. I got like a big ass jug of water I've been drinking on this whole stream, trying to do a little bit better.
There you go, DeWick. Yeah, man. Sentient Dildo. There you go, man. Yep, Premier's from Houston. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can tell you, man, about Scarface, Ghetto Boys. I can tell you some of the fucking stories about, cats out here in Houston, man, running into 8 Ball, MJG.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I can Swish Your House. I can tell you stories, man, about Mystical. Oh, yeah, fucking Tarantula. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, dude, come on, man. I miss that shit, man.
That was really good.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit, man.
Man, that was an era too.
Yeah, man. I mean, Scarface, Oki, Goat, yeah. Yeah, his name is Brad Jordan, fucking Scarface, man. Yeah, he went to Woolridge High School. Yeah, man. Tell you stories, man. It's all kind of stuff going on, man. Yeah, man. We got matter of fact, we pushing on almost 3 hours. Yeah, man. We'll probably shut it down here in a minute, man. I know we just went from fucking Baron is like, I don't know nothing about none of this rap shit. What y'all talking about, down there?
But I'm learning, though.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, I see. That's that. It's all good, man. You got a lot to teach us too, Baron. So, man. But yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and, dude, I haven't fucking did a live stream in weeks, man. So this is actually in 3 weeks. Because what it was, we did our,
you know, Primetime Kings, and then it was Easter, and then
Mhm.
last week my shit couldn't. That's another story. So that was, and then here we are. So I know y'all was expecting to see me all wolfed out and shit with the cap on. Fuck that. You know, got the cutback. Yeah, you know, got the shark's fin in effect mode.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know,
24 is now aerodynamic again.
There you
yeah,
go.
man. You know, it's this is the trademark, man. I know when Loki comes back from doing his con with Echo Base Network, you know, I was watching videos, man, meeting up with all the subscribers, man. They look like they're having a great fucking time. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm going to a con, I'm gonna be high, drunk than a bitch. I'm gonna be out there acting an ass. I'm be ass naked running through the streaking through the con.
No.
Oh damn, no, I don't give a damn. I'm acting up. So I'm gonna be out there I'm acting a fool, drunk, throwing up, pissing myself. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be out there acting
You
up,
want me
man.
to
I'm
come
trying to have
down
a
or
good time.
not?
Look, I'm trying to have I'm trying to have a time that I can remember. So
That you can remember.
yup. I remember that time, my first YouTube con. I pissed myself, shit myself. I got drunk. I threw up on somebody. You know, I'm acting an ass. So yeah, but look, I'm fucking around. I just want to have a good time, man. I want to see some folks, meet some people, man. There's a lot of our community, man, our family of folks, man. We got a lot of great people, man. And to be honest, man, this whole thing is just big old. I mean, whether we dropping videos or we talking in chats, this is all a big social thing, man. Whether it's, you know, how it's conducted, whether it's through social media or people meeting up in live and like on video games. Like I remember, man, I used to play Red Dead Redemption, and you know, we had fucking groups, man, and we used to go in and dude, that was the first time I ever interacted with anybody online, was through Xbox Gold, playing Red Dead Redemption back about 12 years ago, man.
Yeah.
10, 12 years ago, man.
I
Dog,
remember
I
that
used to be on Red Dead Redemption. There was a whole bunch of hackers and cheaters, and we didn't give a fuck, man. I never hacked and cheated, you know.
Yeah, I
but we,
used to play Call of Duty in that era, Modern Warfare 2, and I didn't even know what I was getting myself in for, man. They talk about those damn chat rooms, how man, I don't know, woke people couldn't handle that shit.
oh nah, man. I mean, I was getting cursed out, man. Motherfucker, you called me what the N word, and dude, so basically that was my first introduction to dealing with folks on any kind of social level, whether it was through a chat or talking to just people like how we doing right now with each other. That was my first time, man. That's what exposed me, man. And that was the first time I ever met a great good community of people. And since then, I've never met another group of great people until I met all of y'all and got with the fandom and met everybody here. Dude, it's nothing like it, man. And you know, and this is actually more. See, the thing is, it's like we were doing the same thing when we play video games, but we were doing it while we played the video game. Here, we just do it while we just sitting there looking at each other, just talking shit.
I was watching porn while you guys were talking about that.
Oh yeah, whatever. Look at him with this shit. Yeah.
As long as you didn't pay for OnlyFans, man, it's good, man. If you gotta get your rub, just go to the hub, man. Don't pay.
There you go. Yeah, man. Let's get Baron to 100, man.
Yeah, let's get Baron to 100,000. Let's get everybody boosted, man.
Yeah, man. Let's get Baron to 100. And yeah, to the long suffering. Thank you for the compliment on the hair. Thank you. I haven't had a haircut in like 2.5 months, so it was about time. Yeah.
Jeez, I remember last time you got the haircut. You're complaining about.
Yeah, it was around Valentine's. Yeah, like the second week of February was last time I had a haircut. And if you just think about it, man, like the last time I saw you was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That fucking my hair was coming out the side of the fucking hat, man. So it was it was bad. Yeah, it was time for
actually my hair. I'm thinking about getting it braided.
This
Just
is for
saying.
sentient.
Oh, jeez. I was like, what the hell's? I was like, is he?
Yeah, look at you, man. Yeah. Like you up to something over there. I ain't mad at you, man.
My lightsaber.
Yeah, I see, man.
How does this thing work?
No, look at you.
This is Master Paul before he had his fight with Mexican Iron Man. How does this work?
Yeah, hey, you know what? It's funny. You said, hey, what? You need to find a barber somewhere, man.
There's barbers near me. I got to decide what I want to do in my life. Do I want to try to be young again and grow my hair out and get it braided, or do I just want to go clean cut? And I'm on some hippie shit, just letting it grow.
Yeah, man. You fucking you got to do a pandemic hairstyle. I ain't mad at you, man.
Go ahead.
I'm going to risk the bigot thing, but does it poof out? Do you get the afro?
It's racist. It's bigotry. Bigot. It is afro at this point. It is kind of afro that I barely pick. I just put a hat on, and it's so I stick out a hat. I want it, but like I don't know. I need to just get braids and then just see how it look, and if it look crazy, then cut it off. That's what I should do.
Yeah, man. But you know, man, for you to get braids, even cornrows, man, dude, you're gonna charge anywhere between 40 to maybe 100, 120 bucks.
You can't. Back in the day, you could just get a girl in the hood $20 and had a
yeah. Them days are over with. Yeah, ever since braiding's been a big business, man, you ain't catching nobody braiding your shit for like $20.
Yeah.
You're not in the hood anymore. You're in Texas.
The nicest braids, the Iversons and shit for 20.
Oh yeah. I remember the Iversons. Yeah. That's some good shit right there, man.
I mean, like the Iversons, all sorts of shit for like $25. Yeah. That shit ain't going down.
Especially when you got your shit braided with the zigzags in that bitch. Yeah. You know, you got all kind of little styles and shit. You get it braided with, you know. Yeah, man.
It's not happening no more. See, that's the thing. They don't last like that. You know what I mean? They last for good 2 or 3 weeks. Then you got nappy. Like, damn, I just paid $100. I ain't about to give $100 again. You know what I mean?
No, hell no. You gotta be hustling something to be making that kind of fucking money.
Right. Yeah, I figured something out.
You got to keep a do-rag and make sure your shit is oiled up and greased right, and make sure your shit stays, you know, together and shit, and make sure your braids ain't unlocking or unfolding. Gotta keep the rubber bands at the end of them bitches. Make sure they yeah, man. Or what? You put beads at the end of your shits?
I never was a beads guy. That was just
all right. I'm trying to see what was up, man.
And thank God, the last thing we need to hear is clack, 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 clack as he's talking to us.
I couldn't do it. Some people did. I just couldn't. But sometimes I would just, you know, back in the day, it's the mid 2000s, so it was cool to wear like the bandana or the headband over the braids. So that was the real way for me. I didn't do beads and shit like that, just rubber bands. And then just, you know, like a bandana and a hat. Bandana, you have a do-rag, then a bandana over the do-rag, and then a hat over that.
The hat over, there you go.
Or the headband over that. You didn't want to do the
dude. I still got like fucking 5 or 6 fucking do-rags. Red, white, black. Yeah. I got a purple one that I never fucking wore.
You have to match the shoes and the outfit, mainly a jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Football or basketball jersey, yeah.
Jersey, and then like some purple shoes, and then that was the look. And that's what you did with a Lakers hat. Or if you were slick, you would get like a Vikings hat, even though you had a Lakers jersey, just to be different.
Sentient's like, this show is sponsored by Manscaped.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh shit! Yeah, man.
If Manscaped want to sponsor us, we're gonna push Manscaped. We're gonna be like, yep, shave your fucking balls. Buy Manscaped.
Yo, cause you got that clump down there. You got to cut that shit off, man.
It's been a pandemic. You got to cut that shit off. Can't have a fro down low. You got to manscape yourself.
Got like a bonsai tree down there. Line that bitch off like a bonsai tree. Yeah. Gonna kamikaze this bitch. Yeah. Oh man.
Line up. Hey, if you want to have a little line, if you want to have If you want
Oh,
to
yeah. Have like a little strip down your shits. Yo, it's like just imagine a dude having a strip on his shit. You know how like a woman have like a little strip, have a dude having a strip on his shits, like he's striped down there.
Man, hey, it's a new wave. It's a new day. You gotta do new different things, man. Can't just keep it basic.
Sentient was like, "Yo, 24, show us your FUBU collection. I don't got FUBU, motherfucker. Old school FUBU. That's LL Cool J shit. Nah, I don't got no FUBU, man.
I did have one of those. I had a jersey that had Motor City. It was a
Oh
white
hell,
I used it back. This is back in the day. I wanted the red Detroit jersey. It was a red one that said Detroit. I couldn't find that in Detroit at all. I could find
man, you be surprised what you find in Houston, man. Dude, trust me, dude. Fuck, man. You just don't even know, man. All that shit I've been telling you about all the shit I found for nothing out in the store. You're here now, bro. So that's just a matter of time.
Once I can get my car right, we gonna link up.
That's what's up, man.
Introduce him to your barber, 24.
Yeah, actually, shit. Yeah, man. It's cool little Asian dude, man. That motherfucker there, he charged like $11, $12 for a haircut. Drop my high. Yeah. No shit. This is $11, $12, and then I just drop my high 20 for the tip. I'm done. But then look, then it's funny because like maybe I'll say about 20, 30 steps from the barber's front door, there's another barber shop. So you take like actually 20, 30 steps to the other barber shop. Just a starting cut is $30, $35 right off the top. And then so you talking $30, $35 as soon as you sit in the chair to get whatever, and then you gotta hook them up with like a fucking $10, $15 tip. Dog. Yes. So people go in there to get a barber. I remember I used to pay $7, $8 for a haircut, man. And nowadays, a regular haircut, dude. I got a bunch of homies that are barbers, and I would never let not one of the motherfuckers cut my hair because for me to sit in their chair, they want $35 to begin with.
Absolutely, they want $35, and that's to give you a basic ass haircut.
Yeah,
they'll charge you $50 or $60 for that. Straight up, because there's extra for the mohawk, and man, I was paying $35 just for the basic bitch haircut, bro. The basic bitch standard Caesar. I was paying $35 for that motherfucker. Which is why I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna let this bitch grow out." So yeah, that's a lot of barbers will charge you $50, $60 at least, and hood barbers too. I'm not talking like regular hood.
Yeah. You talking about your moms and pops? Yeah, your hood barbers. Yeah. This.
So you getting the deal, man.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck too. You want buffet? Yeah, buffet. Yeah, let's go.
Does he have one of those cats that do this? We walk in
for $12. I don't give a fuck what he got.
No. He don't. He don't. Ain't none of that bullshit, man. He's cool as fuck, man. Actually, he's been cutting my hair for the last 4 years. I've had this hairstyle for like the last 4 or 5 years, man. He's been cutting my hair since I've gotten it, man.
I'd like to get myself a constant barber, a real barber, not one of these, like sports clips or anything like that. I want a real barber again.
Wait, shit! What you talking about? Cutting the pork chops, man?
Well, I'm gonna keep these.
You gotta line up the beard, clean it up for
get myself cleaned up a little bit. But I'm keeping the mutton chops. I think they make me look distinguished.
Yeah, man, keep the mutton chops. Line them up clean.
Mm-hmm.
You look clean.
I need to get a good barber. I think there's one in Victoria. I have to probably hunt that down. Looks like he's still an old-fashioned one.
That's like a relationship because there ain't a lot of good barbers out there.
Yeah, for real, man.
Oh, I know. When I was growing up, we had the one barber we always went to over the Hub Barber Shop, and the one guy, his daughter was the barber there, so I always wanted to make sure I got her. She was cute.
No, okay, yeah. Take it
she was good too. She was good, but she was also cute.
Yeah, get that extra massage in the back, huh?
I was hoping.
No, yeah, look at you.
Well, I was too young. I mean, you're talking about prepubescent.
Like I say, don't get in trouble. We know who in the chat. You better watch yourself, boy.
Oh, she knows a lot of my skeletons.
Yeah, she ain't know about that one.
She reminds me of my skeletons.
I don't want her to go upside your head with a frying pan like Wilma Flintstone.
Yeah.
Well, she did that last night when I was on the other show.
What's going on, Brett?
Hey.
Man.
Real barber.
Boy, I tell you what, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shit. To be honest, man, I ain't talked to these guys in a few weeks, man. It just feels good that we talked about some shit and then just kind of talked about whatever the fuck towards the end, dog. I had a good time. So, yeah, man, I needed this, man. I miss y'all, motherfuckers. Man. So, I really need to talk and hear y'all voices, man, and just know that you guys are all right and see everybody from the chat show up, man. And I needed this, man. I missed everybody, man. It's kind of it. Just I felt no bullshit. I felt like I was fucking. If I be letting folks down, man, when I can't turn on the camera, man, for whatever reason, man. So I'm just glad that I was able to do it today. Have no issues, man. Sit here, kick it with y'all, have a good time, laugh, shoot the shit, see how y'all felt about a bunch of other shit, and see the chat. Just wait, the black barbers cut cracker hair. Yeah, man. My I mean my barbers are Asian, so they cut everybody hair. So they sit there and give me a fade. They can definitely they've they got a lot of Spanish people that come in there that they got nice long hair, and shit, man. You guys can actually cut hair, and like I said, the fucking prices are reasonable, man. Fucking $11-12 for a haircut. Give them like give them like a $5-6 tip and be done with it, man. Them dudes, they're thankful. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. I mean, shit. You gotta think, man. What's $15-20? Cutting somebody's hair for like 30 minutes. Like that's, dude. Fuck, man. I mean, barbers can make a killing. You know who else? Shoe shine motherfuckers make a lot of money too, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I've seen motherfuckers shine shoes, bro. Them motherfuckers make some cash.
They do.
Yeah, look that shit up, man. Motherfucker, well, you can shine some shoes, you can make some fucking money, man.
It's crazy. Probably because that's kind of a lost art, though. I mean, who can shine shoes? You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. I mean, actually, to be real, they got motherfuckers on you to teach you how to shine the shoe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's what I need.
Be like, yo, ladies, spit shine my shit.
Yeah,
no?
Hey, if that make more money than what I do,
that's what he was gonna say. Nah, he was like, he got quiet. I was like, nah, I guess he don't like the way that sound. Hey.
Oh, I'm gonna tell spit shine. I just left that one alone because I don't know which angle he's going, so I'm gonna just dodge that. Cause that can
I was talking about a rich shine. I ain't going at no angle.
Yeah,
like I say, man, like like motherfuckers can really make money off of that shit, man. Like that's I seen people do like videos on cats that sit there and motherfuckers make like $200-300 a day, man, and they make like about $150 on a slow day. Damn, he's like, man, I just made $150, man. It's a slow day. I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
2022. That's the time to be alive. It's crazy, man.
Shit, man. Oh, Killer Mike. Yeah, Killer Mike is fucking. He's
dope.
Well, I seen Killer Mike do some shit. He's a hell of a freestyle rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They got a dude. He look like like Bun B from UGK. He just opened up a fucking a hamburger spot.
A word.
Yeah. He just called Trail Burgers or some shit. Then you got like Andre Johnson. He played for the Houston Texans. He won the wide receivers. He just opened up a restaurant out here. Dude, Yao Ming from the Houston Rockets him and his parents own a Chinese restaurant off of Westheimer, where like you go through the fucking doors are like 8 feet tall and shit. No shit, like the doors are fucking man.
I'm not that.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's between Fondren and Gessner on Westheimer, where Yao Ming's parents have if y'all know who Yao Ming is, he was Asian center for the Houston Rockets. He was fucking bad. I remember when he went up against Shaq.
Yeah, that was a big game.
Mother was like, what?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's like, you gotta. And then Clyde Drexler had his own barbecue spot, Drexler's Barbecue. Like his family, they have a family-owned barbecue spot. Been having it for decades, man. There's a bunch of shit out here, bro. There's a lot of a lot of famous people got their own restaurants and a lot of other shit out here, dude. Yeah, man. Shit, we gotta do some things, man.
Maybe we need to vlog on some of that shit. Just hit up this.
Yeah, man. If you ever heard of Screw, DJ Screw, they got his old record shop is down on the southeast side of Houston, man.
I actually seen that looking up record shops that Screw. It's called Screw
Tape
Records too.
Yeah,
but I guess it's the same location.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, there's two of them. Then I guess they might have another location, but they got the main one over on the southeast side. I mean, shit, man. Yeah, we got to, got to do some things, man. They got all kind of shit out here, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I got to explore, man.
Yeah, man.
More reasons for me to move down there.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you come on with it, man. Everybody else is coming. Shit,
I
got
know.
room for you too. Yeah, we got room for you too, man. Let's do it. But man, yeah, man, they dude, they got a lot of shit going on out here, man. Fuck. Look, I was gonna ask. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down, but before I do, because we're already at 3 hours and 1 minute. Baron, where can we find you, brother?
Where can you find me? Well, you got my channel. It's I think I can't put in the chat, but you got my channel, Baron Norman Tag. Look for it on the old YouTube there. Every Wednesday I do have my show at 9:00 Central Standard Time. This week I have a doubleheader. I'm going to have Pacific 414 and Cash Money coming on. So we'll be talking, of course, on the show. Yeah. Now, I don't know if Gary's still doing his Saturday morning fun time, but if he's got that, hopefully I can pop onto that one. And of course, every Sunday, right here. I like being here. This is the best place to be on your Sundays. So,
oh man, appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. It's a pleasure having you here, man. What about you, Vigilante? What's going on, brother?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to stream on Sundays. That's been kind of a thing. I kept it midnight, even though that's changed because I'm in a different time zone. So if I can get everything situated by midnight, I might do a stream tonight. If not, I'm trying to keep up with Tuesdays and Thursdays on streams and try to do videos throughout the week. Got to get back into that now that I'm getting set up again. So hopefully I can get back into the habit of putting videos out on a regular basis. Obviously, Wednesday, Coach of Crime Fighters, me and Matt. Obviously, rather y'all fucks with it or not. The Patreon, please hit up the Patreon. Me and Matt got a bunch of content up there, like 20 plot. I think we had 20 episodes on the Patreon, so please check that out. Yeah, those are all the plugs for me, man. And, what about you, man? What's all the stuff you got going?
Man, I'm laughing at Sentient. He said chopped and screwed. Yep, chopped and screwed, man. Houston, home of DJ Screw, man. Boy, I can tell you some stories about him too one day. But yeah, man. To be honest, man, I'm about to start picking it up. Got some ideas. Just hit 1K. I know this week, between Monday and the weekend, I'm gonna have a 1K celebration, man. Invite everybody. Everybody's welcomed. Would have loved to have done it by now, but there's a lot of people that were out of town, and it wouldn't have felt right if everybody didn't get a chance to, show up, man, while people are at cons and shit like that. So wanted to make sure everybody was back at home, chilling before I start sending out invitations. Want to do something for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, one day this week. Pick out a time. Hopefully, I don't roll over somebody else's time. But when you stream on YouTube, you're fucking streaming while somebody else is streaming at all times. So, you can't feel bad about that shit all the time, man. So,
we have a mod in the
Oh, whoa!
yeah, I like that. Best cams.
We spoke too much about the hub and we spoken into existence. So I'm trying to hear we leaving. Like, no, you're not leaving without this shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there it goes. Someone got it.
I got it. Sex bots. There you go. Yup.
Yeah.
Yep. They came in strong. Bestcams.com. Shit.
I'm sure they are.
Fuck it. But yeah, man. I plan to do a 1K celebration, man. And I also plan to work on some things. I'm probably gonna do another show, man. Just one show. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it is. But it'll be coming in the next porn bots. Yup, you made it if you got the porn bots. Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
1K, man. Now I know what to look out for around this bitch, man. So, but yeah, man, I got a new show that I'm thinking of, man. Plan to be collabing with some people here soon. From what I'm hearing, it's gonna be some good shit happening. Hopefully in the next few weeks, man. I want to do something special, man. And before I put my foot in my mouth, I want to make sure that I, dot my I's, cross my T's, make sure I got some people in play. I want to have some guests come through. This is a guy I want to actually have come through on a Sunday. I want you guys to meet, man. My boy Sil Abdul, man. He runs with Mikey Sutton with Geekosity.
Cool.
Runs with Midnight's Edge and them. I want to have him on one day, man. Have you guys meet him, man. He's a great guy, and I think everybody will enjoy meeting him. So his name is Sil Abdul. He does the Thursday show with me and Pop Culture Minefield, along with Arwin Avalon. So
Okay.
yeah, not this week, next week, but I'm gonna talk to him this week because I talk to him every week. We record on Tuesdays and have our shows airing on Thursdays. So when I see him, I'm gonna talk to him, try to have him on. He's cool as fuck, man. He knows his shit. Smart guy, man. Kind of reminds me of Vigilante a little bit, man.
Is he wearing a mask too? Everybody wearing a mask. God damn it.
No. He doesn't wear a mask. He's
I don't.
but he's a cool guy, man. Like I say, if you ever seen Pop Culture Minefield show on Thursdays, you've seen him on there, man. Black dude, glasses, cool as fuck, man. So I think you guys are about the same age too, man. So yeah, but he's cool, man. Real laid back, man. So I think you'd enjoy him. But yeah, I'll be doing my show with Pop Culture Minefield, man, and try to figure out what my next move is. I figured with 1K, I need to add something, bring something to the plate with 1K, man, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's my plans, man, for this week. I'll be dropping videos. There's a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of things that need to be discussed. And with that, I wanted to tell everybody, thank you all for being here. Sentient Dildo, Brett Cohen, Pat S., Robert Pearson, Jeff Pearson, the lovely Sherry, my boy, Low Spec Linux Laptop, long suffering, Miss Tag. Thank you for being here. She's awesome as always. See the old man. Yo, your dad is he's killer, man. He's fucking awesome as fuck, man. Love Pops, man. Old man is cool as fuck. Like I say, what's up to Pops, man? Thank you for being here. Matter of fact, this Wednesday, me and Pops are going to be on his channel about 6:30, 7 o'clock Central. We'll be on his channel. Pops is almost to 1K. Last time I seen it,
his channel a couple of days ago. He's at 785. So hopefully he'll be getting the 1K soon. Pops is cool, man. I've been seeing him around the fandom, man. He's a cool old school cat, man. He's real laid back. He's doing his thing, man. Got a lot of respect for him, man. So you guys haven't checked him out. His name is Pops, Pops. You know, he got his YouTube channel.
Cause that's gonna be kind of hard to find. Does it come up? Just searching YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his logo, it just looks like if you know when Adam West and Burt Ward used to hit people and the little words used to show up, like bang and zoom and pops, and then you see him. Yeah, his thing is like that. You see anything?
I'm just trying to look. Man, I'm not finding it. Ooh, shit, I'm finding all sorts of shit. People popping pimples and shit. I'm not finding that.
Oh yeah.
It's not in Funko Pops. I'll find everything, but I'll never.
You can put Pops channel.
I don't know if that'll help. I'll try it real quick.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll find it, man.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I see
but yeah,
a bunch of like Asian pop.
oh shit! Oh.
I don't think it's gonna be easy.
Yeah,
at
K-pop and shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
But you know what, man?
Yeah,
But he's a cool guy. Matter of fact, Arwen Avalon had him on her channel 3 or 4 days ago. Stone Loki had him on his channel within the last week. So if you look on both of their channels and look at what they've done in the last like 4 or 5 days, you'll see that they both done a certain separate stream with him. So he's real cool, real laid back dude, man. You know. And yeah, man. So I'll be kicking it with him on Wednesday. And that's basically all I got going on. Zachariah 315. What's going on, brother? Yeah, man. So I'm a mod on Lorena's channel. She's live. Oh, that's what's up, man. Thank you, man. Zachariah, my man. All right, man. Well, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take off, man. You guys take it easy. Just wanted to tell everyone thank you all for being here. Wanted to thank my co-hosts, Fat Steven Seagal, Vigilante Williamson, Baron Norman Tag. As always, it's your boy 24/7 here, and we're the primetime kings of live stream. Like to thank everybody for being here. You guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys during the week. So we're the primetime kings of live stream, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.